almost midnight. I would be drinking a cup too. Fair. I woke up this morning, late, kind of later than what I would normally wake up. Well, significantly later than what I would normally wake up at. And Eggy had made coffee, but it was the very bottom of the pot. So I got to look like a very, very loving partner when I poured her the last bit of that burnt coffee. And then I made a fresh pot, and it's all for me. But yeah, I feel you. Midnight coffee, there's always decaf, but you'll get to enjoy yours in your morning. And that's what matters. Also, Stilly. Thank you so much for that. I was setting up stream, and when I open up this browser, it'll give me like little Windows notifications, I guess. So I'm like, oh, let me check this out. And I was like, oh, wow. I was taken aback. It was such a pleasant surprise. Thank you very much. And I immediately, I was setting up stream. I'm like, let me get up and let me let Eggy know what's up. So thank you very, very much for that, Stilly. It's very much appreciated. And also, happy day off. You made it. 6 days were relatively bad, but yeah, you're home now. What's up, Luna? You never did tell me who you thought I was. It's gonna stick with me, but it'll eventually be forgotten. It's gonna be eventually forgotten. But good morning and hi. You fell asleep? Hey, that's a win. I count that as a victory. But Firehawk and Don Dreary. Let's have that coffee together. The count of 3, okay? 1. And Firehawk, I know that you can't have coffee right now because it's midnight. 2, 3. Yum. Of course, I got my little bonus beer this morning, and I had you in my heart. Thank you. Well, I am severely touched, in a consensual way. Thank you again. And welcome in, sweet P2. I said that because I knew it was my favorite. Oh my god. You little charmer. Okay, Luna. Oh. I haven't left bed yet because I wanted to sleep in. And I guess I'll settle for being horizontal. You, wait, horizontal, is that? Yeah, no, that means you're just laying down. You're sleeping all day. Beautiful. I support it. You do what makes you happy, Stilly. You get on I was gonna say the goat simulator, but no, that's right. You moved up. You're a big gamer girl now. Ooh, from a gamer girl into a nice, strong gamer woman. Oh my. I've been nearly obsessively, not quite, but I've been really feeling Path of Exile 2 lately. That has been my jam for a few days now. It was also that saying that phrase makes me feel old. I'll never say it again. It makes me think of Portlandia. I don't know if anyone's familiar. Probably, I imagine so. I made myself a peppermint and chamomile tea then. I'm not much of a tea guy. That doesn't sound bad, though. I've had one tea that I would willingly have again, besides, like, being a southerner in America, and sweet tea being literally in everyone's veins. That's different. But, like, English tea. Well, I'm gonna knock that off. But yeah, Sue had some sort of smoky tea that I actually really enjoyed. First time I ever had like condensed milk as well. It was not bad. So many firsts with that lady. So many firsts. Today was her second day of work. It seems to have gone really well. I know she's very tired, but I had trouble sleeping last night, and I got to spend a lovely little moment with her, and it was so good. I was like, it's the one time I was actually happy to not sleep. It paid off, and I still made it relatively on time for stream and got adequate sleep. I told the little lady that we'd find our time together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Indie-me. Yumi here will be helping me this Friday ensure that we have the most entertaining subathon that we can possibly have together. Making up a rough draft by Friday. I think, I'm not sure. I want to keep you informed on what I'm planning and get your feedback as well. What you think would be fun and what sort of format you like for these things. This is going to be the first one I've ever done. But I'm thinking of having a time-based one and kind of putting some light rules on myself. I'm thinking like stream for a significant amount of time and also have a timer. But I do want to make sure that I get adequate sleep and don't push myself too hard, because I have before. There was one time, it wasn't a subathon, it was like I think generally when Eki goes on vacation, I get pretty sad and I don't eat that much and just like watch anime, bed rot, in game. I returned to my base form essentially, minus drinking so much, and yeah. So that's a huge reason we're doing the subathon too. But there was one thing like where I did like 5 days straight, and I had my friends fill in for me while I was asleep, or if I needed to take a smoke break or go eat. But I think this time around it's probably going to be best that I end stream, save the timer obviously, or pause it, and go sleep. Make sure I get adequate rest and stream for like 8 to 12 hours until, the timer's over. That's the goal. But we're gonna cook up some cool things. So as always, a big round of applause for Yumi, and a big old tip of the hat, and a thank you to the little bun, who is also doing my model. She's eventually, Yumi, these thank yous are not gonna mean much because I do them a little bit too much. But I want you to know that you are always appreciated and loved and held very, very close. You're one of my best friends. I'm probably gonna get up for a shower. Oh wait, I skipped over Luna. I thought you knew that. I did not. I thought you like maybe you've seen the gaming channel or something like before I had announced it. But your comment's very sweet. I'm probably gonna get up for a shower soon. Nice. I took a shower yesterday. Pat on the back for me. I had to make a little breakfast for myself. I have not had breakfast, and Bestie and her babies. That will also make me happy. Good. That sounds nice. Maybe not making breakfast, but eating breakfast. That sounds nice. Sun tea and Earl's Grey is my go-to teas. I'm glad today is better for her. Yeah, I'm sure the poor girl is tired as hell still, but she's, I'm very proud of her. She's doing really, really well. It's not something she's familiar with, and I'm not gonna like share too much because that's, her business to share with you guys if she wishes on Thursday. But I'm just gonna leave it at it. I'm very proud of her. She's doing great, and yeah. I got a magical little lady. She's so fucking smart. As someone who grew up in Texas, hey yo, I could definitely say that at one point, sweet tea ran through my veins. It's what we're raised in. You don't get milk as a baby. You don't get formula or breast milk. The breast milk is just tea. It's just sweet tea with mother's milk. That was a horrible joke. I'm gonna move on from it. But yeah, sweet tea. That's southern tradition, I guess. Ugh. That was the first thing I was gonna say. I don't want you to overdo it and kill that social media even more. Same. I think I'm gonna do it responsibly, but also like enough that's gonna, make it a thing, make it an event. Thank you, Stelly. Rory. Yeah. Also, Rory, I did pay attention to what you said last night. I was there. I was hearing what you were saying. My responses were not great, and I am sorry for that. I was telling Aggie about it last night when we were laying down. She was asking who I was talking to. I was like, oh, it's just Rory, bro. She's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, like you know them a little bit. But there's somebody that you would absolutely love. But yeah, so just a very minor apology for having gamer boy brain and not being able to multitask or focus. But I was paying attention. I did hear what you were saying. And how did it turn out? Isla. Mystical Isla. Little tiny Isla. For those of you that don't know Rory, we met roughly a year ago. I'm bad with time. But they are one of the sweetest people, Stilly. If you're still here, I know you're busy doing stuff. This is somebody I'm sure that you would get along with great. Rory is a Gotcha fan. But as much as I denounce Gotcha, as much as I dislike it and how it's ruined modern MMOs, it did bring me Rory. It did introduce Rory into my life. So that's good. I can always be grateful for that. I'm happy you're here, buddy. And Kuma. What's up, Kuma? How you living? Also, I'm sorry I skipped over your local P1, 891. Let's have that step together, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. But Isla, how you living? How you doing? How you feeling? How was the storm? You don't have to apologize. It turned out great, but it doesn't fit on my desk. So you might have to send it back. That is hilarious and so bad. So bad. Oh my god. That's great. I am both annoyed on your behalf, but this situation is hilarious in a sitcom-y way, I guess. I don't know. I'm here. I've not found the energy to leave bed. And you don't have to. Not yet. You're still good. You're enjoying your day off. You're enjoying your morning. You got a very understanding and pretty cool husband. So, yeah. I doubt there's very little, or I doubt there's a lot of pressure applied to you to get up and do a bunch currently. You're good. You enjoy your time. Alright? Rory was your gotcha pool. Yes. Now I didn't think of it like that. That's the best way to phrase it, and that is factual. That is factual. I suppose if you think of friendships and chance encounters as gotcha pools, I've gotten, I don't know, S tiers. Is that the highest rank? Platinums. I've gotten the good pools. I've met so many wonderful people, and have a very good core group of friends that I met through this. Very, very fortunate. And the ones that I have with me, and that I'll talk to every day, you know who you are genuine, like, well, to me at least, and I feel it's mutual, like lifelong relationships, lifelong friends. It's this is like the brightest point in my life. It's not the most financially rewarding, but if that's the trade-off, let me live in squalor, baby. Let's go. I get to be happy. I get to enjoy life. Yeah. I want to not get mushy and rant about that. What's up, Captain Sea Turtle? Nyahoy. Nyahoy. It's good to see you, buddy. How are you? How was your morning? Same brain. Indeed, Yumi. Indeed. Good. Just got home. No, just hot home. Ooh. And making some tea. What's up with everyone in tea, man? Coffee superior. America's the greatest nation in the world. Universally beloved. We are the nation of coffee. We are the largest coffee consumers in the world. No, really. That's not Sweden at all. No, definitely not. That's our thing. We made it great again. I'm going to drop this line of jokes. Praise me. Good, sudden storms and many lightnings. It sounds horrible, Issa, but I know you love it, and I am happy that you got that. And I don't know if I just answered how I'm doing, but I'm doing well. Come on. I'm fairly rested, and even if I'm not fully, I do have I got coffee, so I'm gonna be fine. The fact that I now have to unbuild the stand and send it after building it feels like an entire sitcom episode. Yes, I hate it for you, but the situation itself, with you removed from it, annoying and hilarious. I hate it for you, but yeah, sorry. I'm laughing with you. Our lives are just big gotcha. Gonna grind for those pools. Or just pay to win. Ayo? Oh, he's at work. One of those things that we do for days off is ask the other if they want the day off. I like this. And the only thing he asked was that I handle dinner and clean the staircase. Hey, fair. You know what? That's reasonable. You guys have such a nice, or from what I can tell, from what I see, from my distance, have such a nice and healthy dynamic in your relationship. I like it. I'm happy that you two seem to make each other happy. Yeah. I like them gotcha toys. I know, so does Aggie. It is what it is. The best part is like seeing her get a toy. Get like the M&A figure that she really, really wanted. Because she will go and like squeeze the pack. And like, I think this is insert anime pro tag here. I'm like, okay, well. And she's like, should I get two? Yeah, you should definitely get two. But what if it's the same one? What if I already have it? You give it to one of our many friends that loves anime. You give it to Teddy Ruxpin. That's what you do. I think that is our person for when she gets like a copy of one of those gotcha pools, or there was a figure that I had two of, and I had bought one at a con, and I really liked the packaging. It looked really cool. It came with what's her name? Oh my god, Megabean's cat. Turns out it was the exact same figure that I owned, slightly more detail, like painting wise in the face, and with the addition of the cat. Same figure, same design, everything. I was so agitated. I was like, I already have this. Now I have two of them. What am I gonna do? Give it to Teddy Ruxpin. That man appreciates his animes. So it's nice. I don't know why this is where I'm at. I don't even remember how I got here, but yeah, Gotcha toys. That's it. F. How do you pay to win? You get friends with money. I wouldn't really count those as friends. Agreed, Kuma. Agreed. You know, you can get the, some people are born into life with the money cheat code, but that, well, it makes things more comfortable and opens up what can be enjoyed. It doesn't necessarily get you true and genuine friendship. The best things in life cannot be bought. The best things in life don't have a monetary value. Yeah. High five, Kuma. Also, Burundi. It's nice to see you. Good morning. Let's have this sip together. 1, 2, 3. It's going pretty good. I woke up earlier than I wanted to, but nothing coffee couldn't fix. My man, or lady, my person. There we go. My man. Yes, coffee is always the right choice, unless you're having like, you know, an anxiety attack. You maybe don't dump coffee on that. But I love the attitude. I support it, and I hope I hope you wake up and have a good day. I hope you get, you know what I mean. Like I hope coffee carries you. Rest in the sweet, loving arms of coffee. Friends of the exception. Hard agree. Australian coffee culture is superior. It's all espresso. Listen, Eggy tried to kill me once on accident. I think this is the second or third time she almost poisoned me. Or, yeah. It sounds horrible out of context, and we are going to leave it like that. But she went to a gas station, and I was like, I think I was hungover and just having a rough morning. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna get my man some, you know, it's gas station coffee, but still coffee. The thought, it's sweet, it's what I needed. And she thought the coffee machine was broken. She ends up giving me like a cup full of coffee that I cannot drink, thankfully, and I didn't try from the standpoint. It was like 12 shots of espresso, and I drink my coffee black, so it was just like straight 12 shots of espresso, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And later on, she's like, don't drink the coffee, and I was like, I didn't. Why? She's like, I'm now realizing that the coffee machine wasn't broken, that I gave you like just way too much espresso. yeah. Thank you for the headband, Stilly. Appreciate it, buddy. And thank you, Yumi, for the pinned comment. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. This is the best I've gotten for praise? The headband? I'll take it. That's a staple for life. When I want something strong, but I still want tea, I go for a dirty chai. Eggy will occasionally get those. That's fair. And thank you again, Yumi. I love a good dirty chai, especially a spicy chai. What is a spicy chai? Is it just a dirty chai with... Wait, do you just dump Fireball in it? Oh, I just get some baked oolong for strong tea. The only thing I've had oolong tea in was boba, because the caffeine content in that, at least at the place that we were at, was relatively low. And, yeah. But normally if I get boba, it's just black tea. Very, very, like, not no sugar, but like the minimum amount of sweetness. Yogurt poppers. Taro flavoring. It's the best. Nothing beats it. Some things beat it, but you know, if you want something that's not incredibly sweet but still hits the spot, it's good. It's a good. Now we just agreed that it's worth the communication, so it doesn't have to be a fight. It helps that we were both so patient. Agreed. Listen. Yes. Oopsie. that's one thing that took me a while to learn. Like I've always like, especially like, there's been like different levels of understanding of communication. I've always been a pretty patient person. I do admittedly get jealous. It's, I think we all have our little traits that are, could be toxic or red flaggy, but like acknowledging it, seeing it, and I feel like everyone does this. It's how you grow. It's how you become a decent and somewhat well-adjusted person. You work on yourself. You work on those traits. But my understanding of like what communication is, and doing it properly has grown, and it's good. It's also, it's been rough. Just like you think you understand something, like you think you communicate well, and then like you look, you self-reflect, and you're like, no, I'm not I thought I was really good at this thing. I'm not. I'm like maybe a little bit average or a little bit above average. I have a lot of work to do. That's one of the best feelings. When you see something that is, it kind of hurts in a way, right? Because you thought you're better than you were, but it's also like a good kind of hurt, because you can sit there and what needs to be worked on with yourself to be better. It's a good thing. I like it. I'm apparently in a very rambly mood this morning, but I'm happy that you guys have found the clear communication, because that's something that's hard for me too. Usually, like, for the longest time, I would tend to like isolate and just close myself off, and then like literally isolate, and would communicate later. But like here recently, and I'm thankful for it, it's hard, but having the time to like just be like, listen, I need to I gotta express this, but I'm feeling a lot right now. I'm not mad at you. I just need to take a little bit of time to process it, and we can come back to it in a little bit, and we can navigate it together. It sounds really easy to do, but like when you like know that you feel bad, but you don't know why, and you have to like you get to sit there and I'm gonna stop this. I don't know why I'm sharing it. But congratulations still. Yes, good job. It makes me happy that you two have that kind of relationship, that you've ended up there. It's a very beautiful thing. It's a very healing thing. Last time I engaged hard with Gotcha was collecting pens from blind boxes at Disneyland. Listen, that is Aki to an extent. She's not as bad, emphasis on bad, as she used to be. When we first got together, she had pen boards displayed everywhere. And I'm sure like once we get our own house, there will probably be a shrine to them again. But it has gotten so much better. She was obsessed with those things. And it's realistically not a bad thing. It's just, everyone has their things. It was just one that was like, I don't get it, but I don't have to. There's things I do that I'm into that, hard to relate to, hard to back up. So like I'm not, pooping on her for it. But yeah, that was her form of gotcha for a long time. Thankfully, I taught her the value of anime and manga. So now she's just a cute little gamer girl otaku that has way too many anime figures, and that's coming from someone whose desk is littered. And she has a really cool collection at work. It's neat, and she has like a nice couple of bookshelves worth, like spread out, between books and figures, here at home. So I fixed her. I helped. You see someone struggling, and it's your job as the significant other to go in and correct. You say, hey, these Disney pens, They're not doing it for me. It's all about me. I'm what's important here. Here's anime. Your life's gonna be better. You're gonna get stuck watching rom-coms, essentially. And you're gonna think before it. All your money's gonna go to anime figures and manga. And yeah. Now you're gonna walk around with bread in your mouth, being a cute little anime girl that's late for something. You're welcome. I fixed you. This is all sarcasm. I guess there are people that don't pick up on it. Also, I hope you're still here. I'm sorry if I missed you. But nyahoy. Nyahoy. Welcome in, Ember. I do try to make it a point to read every comment that I can. Sometimes I goof and skip over some. It happens, especially when I read. But I do have some stories here. We're gonna make the way through some more, and then we're gonna read some stories together. None of them really strike me as anything great. I think we've exhausted the really cool ones so far. But maybe I just need to scroll down. You know, maybe I need to scroll down a little bit more. But we're gonna read these first. I'm gonna hop in the shower. I'll be back. Okay, Stilly. I didn't even get to tell you goodbye, but enjoy your shower. Enjoy your shower. I love that my classmates have brought a coffee machine in our classroom. And we pitch in for coffee and milk. So I had 3 cups of coffee today during class. That's nice. That sounds like, you know, that class I would enjoy being in. I like that. I like that. 12 shots of espresso? Yeah, I did not drink it. I think I would have died. Especially like when coffee gets like cold. This is the exception. Or like cool. I will chug it. And yeah, I'm happy I didn't do it with that. I think I would have, that would not have been pretty. Fireball and chai sounds dangerous. It does. It does. The most dangerous drink to me, like mixed drink, is I know there's an alternate name for it that I forget, and yeah, it's just what I call it, or you know what it was referred to when I was a boy, and so it's a carryover from that. I don't mean it to be offensive, but some people get offended, and that's okay. That's your right. But Irish car bombs, those are the most beautiful, engaging, yummy little drinks to exist. Guinness, Jameson, and Bailey's Irish cream. Delicious. So yummy. I will drink those until I'm blind. You don't need to let me around those. I've got good control now. I've got pretty good control now. But you get me around that, and I'm gonna yeah, it's gonna ooh. Wow. It's my poison. But also so good. I could see how it could be good throwing Fireball. I'm not a huge fan of Fireball. But yeah. It could be cool. It could be cool. They use oolong sometimes for the boba. The place where I go, Kuma, you get to choose between like oolong, I forget what the middle option is, and then black tea. And yeah. Like you have like a whole checklist of things with like tons of options. You can really customize it. Every drink that you get there is custom made. They don't have like any pre-mades or anything like that. And it's efficient and quick and nice. I like it. It's a cozy little place. They have like a few locations around here where the vibes are very different too. My favorite one is like in the college area. It's a little bit bigger. Well, it's not even bigger, but it's like more the atmosphere is really there. I don't like to hang out places, and I don't like that place when it's busy, and it often is. But if there's like very few people in there, we'll actually like sit down in the back. They got like neon signs. It's very cozy. I love it. It's a nice place. We had an idea. If we had the money and like could just snap our fingers and make it happen, we absolutely can. It's not a dream that I would really want to do. It just seems like a good business idea. But a cat cafe. But like the issue with cat cafes is there's so much hair around. You're gonna get hair in your open drink. So why not boba? You gotta sell that. You know what I mean? That seems like a cat cafe that does boba. That sounds pretty cool. I like the idea. At least, oh wait, I already read that. Come on. Spicy chai is extra cinnamon, clove, and ginger. That's what she gets. There was like, went to Starbucks of all places, and the lady there was like, they were slow, and she asked Aggie, did she care to try her version of the chai, which is different than like how they make it standard. And I think it was just that, adding on, I think it was like oat milk instead of like regular milk, and spicing it up a little bit more. So it was actually good. I'm not a huge fan of chai, or of chais, but yeah, no, the way that lady made it, it was on point. I would order it myself. What's up, Cheerio? You didn't get jump scared by my voice. God. In danger. It's nice to see you. I see you have the Hollow Knights badge. I've seen a couple people with that. I learned last night via checking my email like an old man that apparently with Path of Exile 2, there is something going on. I don't know if I have to activate it or if it goes like, normal. I don't know how any of those drops work. I'd want it for myself too, so I'm gonna have to definitely get the badge. But you can get like a Chaos Orb badge if you watch someone playing Path of Exile 2 and subscribe to them. And then I think for 2 subs, you get something in game. And I've been on Path of Exile 2, like off stream, for, I don't know, 3 days or at least a week, somewhere in there. So I think on the gaming channel at some point, maybe, I think we're going to start streaming regularly there. Wednesdays through Fridays guaranteed, maybe on the weekends. Just because like Mondays and Tuesdays, Eggy works from home, so we get take that time together, and so we'll get like pretty much 2 full days with her, and then make sure that we handle our dinners separately, and that I stream on those days on the gaming channel. But yeah, bossing Bat and Kaitos to play Path of Exile 2. I'm currently doing a minion build that I haven't looked up any guides for. I never do. That's why I almost suck at the game. But let me tell you, I am burning through everything. All the regular enemies, as long as I have my minions up, I am just running through them. I've done something, and I don't think it was really intentional. It was minorly intentional, and I need to like tweak it a little bit more because it can be so much more cool. But I'm even like burning through bosses if I can use like the skeletal archers gas bombs, and then like have my warriors with like fire element attack, which does something. I don't know what it does, but I'm just like completely burning through them so fast. It is, I feel great. I know there's going to be a wall ahead. It's Path of Exile. That's going to happen. But for now, it's very cool. Very cool. He's going to get down to me saying that I was going to shower and think I wasn't here for this ramble. But I'm just waiting for him to get further down. Oh my God, Stilly. Oh my God. You are, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Jesus. Oh, I am smiling. You're so sweet. That's, Jesus. Enjoy your homework. As a sentence I never thought I would say, cheerio, but I hope it goes well. My only enemy figure left is Yumi. There needs, listen, like, I'm not, like the acrylic stands of, anime figures or VTubers or characters, I don't like them. It's not a thing that I care much for. I know people do, and that's fine. An acrylic stand of Yumi is one that I would proudly have somewhere in my workstation. Same with Isla. Yeah, I don't think that's it. I generally don't like them, but I would be happy to display those. No, wait, because I know you read all the comments, and you're doing great, having 13 conversations at once. Oh, it's fun for me. This is, to me, like, the most fun way to communicate. I love it. I love it. I get to have, like, heartfelt, cool conversations. And, it lacks the, the weird things of in-person interaction. Yeah, there's no body language to read. There's just words, and it's really cool. I love it. Chireball, nice. Let's coin it. Let's trademark it. It belongs to you. Chireball sounds like it would be delicious, though. I feel like if it's done right, yeah. I don't know if there's like a cinnamon whiskey, like something that's like not just flavoring, that it has actual cinnamon and not, you know what I mean, like a higher quality cinnamon based liquor. I think that would probably serve it best. But just for the name Chireball, like, you win. That's the thing. We need to make it. I'll go get wet for realsies. Much love to you too, Stellar. Enjoy getting wet. Enjoy your shower. What's up, Gutter? The waif. I remembered. Look at me. I did good. Tell me I'm good. And enjoy the lurk too. Daily coffee. Let's go, Captain. 1, 2, 3. What's up, Jack? Yo. And a headband, thank you. Thank you for the headband, buddy. Hello, pals. Hello yourself. I thought acrylic standees were weird at first, but I love them now. They don't take up as much space. Aren't the bases for them roughly the same size as, like, an anime figure? I don't know, Amy. They're like not as 3D, which is why they suck. And do I have an opinion? Yes. Yes, I am. Or yes, I do. But after seeing what Isla did with the Copper one, it was cool. It's a little light show. That makes it cool. I like it. That made me lightly change my stance to allow you and her to be on my desk if that were to ever happen. But as things are currently with tariffs, not gonna happen. Big F. I don't really care for any kind of figure anymore. But if it's a friend shape, I love them. I was gonna say agree, but no. There is so much power in Megumin here that I can't back that. But I do understand where you're coming from. I'm at that point purely because I have no more space, and things are already cluttered enough. How many powers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got like 8 power figures, and 1, 2. I think just 3 Megami. But those are like the most repeats I have. There's a few Denjis as well. One of my favorite figure that I have, like just from how cool it looks, how well done it is, especially for the price. I cosplayed Chozo when I went to the con. I saw a Chozo figure. He's doing like shooting out his blood stuff from his fingers and face. It is such a cool figure. And it was like so cheap. And I don't know why it was so cheap, but I had to get it. And it is, everything about it is just like, it was way too cheap for how cool it is. I love it. That's probably one of my favorites. Like either that or like one of the Pop-Up Parade figure from Good Smile. That's probably my favorite power figure that I have. I have like a Nendroid of Morgana Am I looking at my figures? Yes. I have like some P5 ones. I kind of want to get more of them, of the pop-up parade ones. My buddy that we went with, who fed me very well with tequila at the con and beer. Thank you, Teddy. I don't know if I don't think you're here, but always gonna, that moment stuck with me. That con stuck with me. Thank you very much for that. But he got me it's so cool. Like one of the big pop-up parade ones of Joker, and it is a very, very nicely detailed figure. It's displayed on top next to Futaba. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful ASMR stream. Thank you very much, Ice Boy Wave. I appreciate it. It's honestly, it's just been chatting, and it's been so good. This has been such a good stream so far, and I've got like so many cool people here, man. And I'm happy that you can join. Hope you have a good day and relax, and yeah, cool things happen, man. It depends. I've got some that have a base of a diameter of 1,000,000 miles, and some that are very small. Fair. Chandler Tofu's voice. Nice. Hey, I'm happy you're doing good. So well. I'll grab your little face. Right here. So much so that I die, apparently. This means that you're home. This means that you're home and safe. Good. I'm so proud of you today. I was bragging about you earlier, and I didn't tell anything about your day, except for that you did exceptional, and that I'm very proud of you, and that I'm a very lucky guy to have such a pretty and smart lady in my life. She's so capable, she's so smart, and she undersells herself constantly. Let's bully the hell out of Sue. With love. With affection. And if not, then I'll do it. I'll do it. You deserve it. I'm happy to see you, lady. And I'm gonna read now. Thank you too. Me. I think we'll read a story. I have a little tiny bit of coffee left. But yeah. We'll get more coffee afterwards. I'll find one story I have that is the shortest, and we'll start with that. Just so I have a reason to run and get coffee as soon as possible. So I have 3 opened up. The first 2 seem to be relatively the same length. Okay. They're all pretty much the same. So, if you guys want to, if you just tell me 1, 2, or 3, and when I read the titles, you can tell me what seems most appealing to you. No pressure to vote if you're just chilling out and listening. That's perfectly fine. But we have 1. I'm begging you to not upvote this post. Nah, it's fine, Yumi. Number 2, I'm a teacher, and I've had the same student in my class for 10 years. Number 3, I've been told never to enter the locked room where I'm house sitting, but I think someone is being held prisoner inside. Have a good luck, Comb. So we have 1 for 1. Actually, I'll go get coffee while you guys decide, and I'll be right back. It'll be 2 minutes. Okay. Oh. Freaking out. Thank you, Yumi. Yes. Yes. You forgot the titles. Fair. Then I'll choose between 1 and 2. Let's see. I hate the title of the first one, but I picked it up because I'm curious. I'm curious. Let's go. Don't upvote this. Don't reply. Every single interaction shifts my reality a little further. And I don't know what happens when there's nothing left to shift. By the way, it has like 800 and something upvotes. There were 3, but what was voted was 1 and 2, and it was a draw. I know how it sounds, but I'm not joking. I'm writing this because every time someone responds to me online, my apartment changes. Small at first, the couch cushion flipped, a mug rotated handle out instead of in, but now it's impossible to ignore. I should stop typing. I should stay offline entirely. But I'm terrified of forgetting. I'm terrified that if I'm stop documenting, the changes will become permanent and no one will know. I need someone to know what's happening. That's why I'm posting. It started 2 weeks ago. A coworker texted me okay at 9:03 p.m. I checked my phone at 9:04, and when I glanced towards the kitchen, the clock was gone. Just gone. Nyahoy, nyahoy, welcome in, Fuji. We're reading a story. Screw holes in the walls where it hung, nothing else. It was at that moment that I made the connection of the odd changes possibly being connected with interaction with me via technology. I thought I was losing it. Curiosity made me test it. I made a throwaway account and asked strangers to comment. Every single reply shifted something. A picture frame rotated 45 degrees. A dining chair slid closer to the door. My toothbrush multiplied. And now there are 2 of them sitting in the holder, both damp, both streaked with the exact same bit of toothpaste. That's why I stopped. It was too risky. Then my girlfriend, Sam, started texting. Hundreds of messages over 2 hours. I know that's excessive, but we were already in a rocky place before all this happened. She hates when I don't respond right away. I know, kind of toxic, but that's another issue that I'm not worried about at the moment. I didn't respond. I couldn't. I knew if I opened any reply, anything she said could trigger another change. But ignoring her only made her panic and the notifications kept piling up. When I finally braved my phone to silence the notifications, my apartment had transformed. The living room rug was draped across the ceiling, stretched taut and thin like skin. I shouldn't have been able to stretch like that without ripping. The couch was flipped upside down. And the fridge had somehow moved to my bedroom, humming against the wall inside my bed. The outlet itself that the fridge was plugged into was stuck firmly into the side of my bed frame. I have no idea how it's even still running. The worst part was the faint sound of drawers slamming again and again, even though every single one of them stood wide open. Fair warning, if you don't hear from me anymore, I've fallen asleep. So. You close your eyes. You set your alarm so you have time later on for your show and all that stuff and to eat. But for now, you're with me. You're with me. You did really good today. Foundation. And you're safe. And you're being held. So close your eyes and rest and relax some good night's sleep. You did so good today. You really did. I am infinitely proud of you. So please, for me, rest. And because of you, me redeemed it, and because it's true. So, you are such a good little coffee drinker. Such a clever girl. Now sleep. What story is this? It's just something from r/no sleep. I love, like, ever since I was a kid, like, creepypastas, and, like, currently watch the Let's Read channel. That's what I did most of last night when I couldn't sleep. And, yeah, like these sorts of stories, despite the content, are, relaxing to me. I'm not a huge fan of ASMR, but, this is the kind of, I guess, I don't even know if it's ASMR, but kind of thing that I like. So, I replicate it. I enjoy the stories as well, especially when they're well written. We get some stinkers here, but it's few and far between. But yeah, as Sue says, this is a story about not upvoting the post, because when you do, their apartment changes. Ooh. Welcome back, Cheerio. Good job on finishing homework, and yeah, get some coffee with me. It is ASMR. Your voice gives me tingles. I don't provide those kinds of tingles anymore. Oh, wow. This cat's been tamed. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the story. She didn't know what she had done. I knew you could suck on that. Yeah. You know me, Bunny. You set me up for failure. And I like that. What's the difference between request a story and live ASMR script reading? Okay, so request a story is like, if you had a story on no sleep that you like, that you enjoy. Okay, yes, Ice Boy's got it. I would read that, but an ASMR, live ASMR script reading would be from ASMR Script Haven. You'd ideally give me a keyword, and I would try to find one that isn't sus, because I am relatively say so. I know I'm a boyfriend ASMR artist. That used to be me as well. In the spicy category, but no longer. I much prefer this. It's much more cozier and more me. Plus, my girls might get mad at me. Oh no. She didn't know what she'd done. I never replied. I haven't told Sam. I can't risk her text again. I haven't called my brother either. I want someone close to notice if I disappear, but I can't let them trigger more changes. I've tried documenting the pattern. The changes aren't random. They depend on the volume and timing of the interactions. One comment by itself makes small shifts, but a flood of activity all at once causes reality to unravel faster. That's why Sam's barrage of messages nearly destroyed my apartment in one night. I could say so, script read. Yeah, fair. Appreciate you. I am by no way saying that, suggesting that you do it, but, I have the little thing at the bottom left of the screen for 10 subs, which again, I don't recommend you do. Yeah, you get a kiss to redeem, and if you want the custom story to be an ASMR script reading, that is perfectly fine. What's up, Sonoma? How you doing today? Did you get more decaf, or Are you throwing it out? I know you said it was bad. And it's not just objects anymore. Yesterday, after 3 upvotes on a test post, I walked into my bathroom and didn't recognize my reflection. It was me, but out of sync. Half a second behind my movements, grinning when I wasn't. I've started keeping a notebook, recording every interaction and every altercation. But the writing is changing too. Last night I opened the notebook and the ink from the older entries had rearranged itself into a single sentence. Keep going. I don't know why I keep posting. Maybe I need proof. Maybe I need witnesses. Maybe it's a cry for help. But every comment, every upvote, every interaction accelerates the chaos. I can feel the apartment. No, the space around me, reacting. Objects rearrange while I'm typing. My chair just scraped an inch across the floor on its own. I see Sam's notifications still coming through. 30 new messages. I can't answer. I can't risk it. I won't. My hands shake as I type. The light outside my window hums louder, pulsing in sync with my heartbeat. Though my apartment is on the 4th floor and no street light should be that close. I know what's coming. The longer I post, the more changes will occur. I don't know if the changes are permanent or if they're even bound to my apartment. I don't know if reality itself is starting to bend around me. But if I disappear tonight, if my reflection becomes someone else entirely, maybe you'll see this and understand. Maybe someone, somewhere, will see the warning. Please, whatever you do, don't reply, don't upvote, just read and remember. I checked my reflection one more time tonight, and it was smiling at me. I'm going to do everything in my power to make this a single post. I can't chance any more online presence. If things get too crazy and something happens and I have no choice but to tell the world, I might make an update. If things somehow calm down and all of this stops, I'll let you know too. In the meantime, please keep quiet on my posts. It could be harmful to the very fabric of our reality if you don't. So they did write an update in the story, which we'll get to in a moment. But I just want to comment on. I don't normally comment on the stories, but OP, incredibly selfish and stupid. If the reality, if everyone's going to be impacted by this, why would you go to one of the biggest forum sites and make a post that everyone's going to interact with in some way? Well, it makes no sense. Just live like you're in the 20s. No phone, no technology, carry cash. Get a job as a railroad smith. Story of my dissociation moments. No. Let me scroll up. I'm good. I'm leaving Japan soon. So, just getting my stuff together for that. Oh. That's not gonna feel great, but at least you've hopefully enjoyed your time there. Also, Stilly says, I've been scrubbed, and we made it to story time. We did, with some chatties in between. If only September discount is for gifted subs, I would have considered. Very fair. Very fair. But yeah, again, it's perfectly fine. I appreciate you anyway. And alas, I have abandoned the decaf. Fair. It's that's valid. You know, I'm happy that you even entertained the idea, Sonoma. We had our coffee yesterday, and that's what matters, man. We have that together. Nobody can take that from us. I loved living here, but I gotta get back to my home country for a little bit. Fair. Well, I hope you find you settle back into your old life, if that makes sense. There's probably a better way to phrase it realistically, but I've been thinking for a while to leave too. Hope you're in a better place. It's not. For me, it says there's this. It's Yomi. Yeah. Okay. Welcome in. Yahoy. So, OCK or OCare. I don't know which one it is. And I will likely forget because I am flawed and had no good memories. Or no good memory. I have good memories. But anyway, baby, let's have our daily sip together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. Okay, you, me. You, me. And sip coffee. I'll take another sip too. I don't know how I didn't see that, or it didn't register in my brain. But thank you for the sip of coffee as well. It's at that point of like temperature where it goes down, or it's like on the warm spectrum, but like a little bit above. Not too hot to be drunk, and not too hot, hot to like gulp down. But yeah. In a couple minutes, it's going to be the ideal temperature for me. I love my coffee, like, where it's like just a step below warm. A step above lukewarm, but a step below warm. Oh no. Sorry. Yahoy. Yahoy. Welcome in, Ryuki. Ryuki, that's a cute name. I like it. Why do I always typo? And what? Why do I always typo in as on? Oh, okay. I don't know. Listen, when I text you guys, you know me? Yeah, you see, I think I blame AI bots when I did that for a little bit. I think they made my brain more big dumb, and now I notice I skip over words. I'll like have what I'm saying in my head, and then jump words, and like leave words out, and then I've always misspelled stuff or like typoed. That won't change, but now we've added another layer to it, and it is horrible. It's so bad. Back with coffee? Nice. What kind? What you got? What you got? Okay, back to the story. They have an update. I shouldn't be writing again. I swore I wouldn't. But this morning proved I didn't have a choice. The hallway outside my apartment isn't the same anymore. The exit sign at the end, the one I've walked past every day for 2 years, now glows with 4 letters. Stay. The cover isn't bent or cracked. It looks like it's always said that. Like I've been the idiot reading it wrong this whole time. My neighbor's door is gone, just gone. Smooth drywall where it should be. Like the building had sold itself overnight. Yesterday, I heard him through the wall of at his TV, football, I think. Tonight, silence. When I pounded on the plaster, my knuckles didn't echo, they just stopped. Like the wall swallowed sound. I've had more interaction than I'd hoped from my experience that I have shared. Every interaction online seems to shake the apartment a little further. The bathroom mirror was on the floor when I woke up, propped neatly against the couch, except the reflection didn't match. And the glass. The living room behind me looked normal. Furniture in place. No stacked chairs, no humming fridge in the wrong room, just the way it used to be. When I moved to touch it, the reflection lagged half a second behind. The closet door opens to reveal a pile of objects I don't recognize. Yesterday it was jackets and shoes. Today it's 5 mismatched kitchen chairs, stacked impossibly like a tower. Sam messaged me again yesterday. What's happening? I stared at them for 10 minutes, shaking, refusing to open the thread. The unread notification on my screen glowed like a warning light. I couldn't resist checking her socials, though. On Instagram, she posted a story of her cat climbing onto the counter. Cute. Abnormal. Except behind her, every single cabinet was upside down, nailed to the ceiling, perfectly aligned, perfectly shut. She didn't notice, and nobody in her comments noticed either. I wanted to scream at her through the phone. I wanted to tell her to leave, to get out, but I didn't dare send a word. Also, really quick, what we are going to read today, we are going to, if possible, kind of like have make sure we have some chatty sessions. I do have a script. It's not an incredibly large one, but I do know like the more I read, the more words jumble together, the more mistakes I make. So I do want to leave, some of the tank so I can get my work done. I did consider streaming it, but I wanted to take time to read to you guys and hang out. So today might not be as filled with stories as it tends to be. A filter coffee. We don't have a machine, but I put cocoa pulver in it, and it's so tasty. I don't know what it is, but it sounds fancy. It sounds fancy. Oh, and you want to take a sip together? Daily coffee. 1, 2, 3. Cocoa. Okay. Oh, it looks so much cooler spelled that way. Oh. So now for a bit. But yes, I sometimes have to read your messages twice if the autocorrect has done its thing. Listen, I don't have autocorrect. Do you mean that's the problem? I don't know how it got disabled or what it is, but that's where we're at, buddy. Reading a message from me is your own little puzzle. No, that's why there's so many mistakes. Like, it'll give me like suggested words. So don't, like, I'll just never add the apostrophe, but click the little word. Yeah. What's up, Don Jerry? What's up? And thanks for checking out the Ko-Fi Fuji. Appreciate it. There is some free audio there. I think it was before, and I honestly need to tweak it a little bit more. I had an okay setup in a Cakewalk, but they switched to Sonar, and so I switched to Reaper, but that means I have to remake all my processing chains, which I've kind of done with the music side of stuff, so that's cool. But I need to get back to putting some more ASMR up there. My brain was a bit German, and I forgot that it's written with a C in English. English. And listened. Yeah, that's fair. German's pretty cool. My grammar has a stroke right now. It happens. Listen, it's the only language I speak, and it happens to me too. It's cool. It's life. Strokes are a part of life. You heard it here. And F. English is hard. Hey, yo. Anyway, story time. My brother tried calling last night. I didn't answer. His voicemail came through anyway, and I pressed play. It wasn't his voice. It was mine. A whisper. Keep going. Because apparently what I needed was a motivational speaker version of myself living in my brother's phone. Against every instinct in my body, I called him back. He picked up on the second ring. Hello? His voice was normal, sleepy, familiar. Don't text me. Don't call me, I said. Something's wrong. Every time someone reaches out, things change here. and now it's spreading. I saw it in Sam's apartment. I think you'll be next. He left, short, nervous. You sound insane, man. I'm serious, I snapped. My neighbor's gone. His whole apartment is gone. Don't reach out again. Please just pretend I don't exist. A pause, then. You need help. And then the line changed. His voice crackled, deepened, slowed down like a tape dragging. Keep posting. I hung up so hard that I dropped the phone. I haven't called back. Thank you very much, Fuji. Thank you very much. I hung up so hard that I dropped the phone. I haven't called him back. The notebook I was using to track the changes is worthless now. The pages rewrite themselves overnight, ink spiraling into circles and symbols I don't recognize. They layer over each other until the paper looks burned. I tore one last night and stuffed it in the trash. This morning, it was taped to my ceiling, directly above my bed. I didn't put it there, and unless I'm sleep floating like a goth Mary Poppins, I don't know who did. Even the small, stupid things are getting worse. I left a plate in the sink, and when I came back, it was stacked neatly with 3 identical plates, each with the same crumb in the same spot. My toothbrushes still multiplied, but instead of 2 perfectly used copies sitting side by side, tonight there are 9. At this rate, I'm going to have enough dental equipment to open up a practice. The kitchen lights blink at odd intervals now, sometimes in staccato bursts like they're laughing at me. The microwave door refuses to close properly, and when it does, it clicks open on its own. It's like it's testing boundaries. Even the fridge seems to hum a little louder, vibrating in a rhythm I swear matches the number of new comments in my original post. The air smells wrong, like melted plastic and iron. The shadows don't just bend anymore, they reach. I saw one stretch over my shoulder as I typed this, its hand-shaped smear hovering an inch over my keyboard. And yet, I can't stop writing. The pool is unbearable. It doesn't feel like I'm choosing to post anymore. It feels like the post is choosing me. Like the story is using me to spread. And judging by the comments and upvotes from my first post, the story seems hungry. And maybe that's the point. Maybe this isn't about my apartment at all. Maybe it's about dragging as many of you into it as possible. So, if your lights flicker tonight, if you catch your reflection lagging behind your own movements, or if you hear your voice whispering from the dark, don't say I didn't warn you. And for the love of God, do not interact. Bum bum. Also, Fuji, if you would like, I'll go ahead and open it just in case. If you want to suggest a theme for an ASMR script reading, that's something that you expressed interest in, and I do want to show my appreciation in a small way. So if there's a theme that you would like, I will read a random ASMR Script Haven story for you. And there's no pressure if that's not something you want. Let's read through the comments. Switching between Finnish and English is sometimes so confusing. You know what else is confusing? Yomi. Nanipia. 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 German, pretty cool. I grew up with that hellhole of unnecessary rules, overflowing language. I just know how it sounds, and it sounds cool to me. Not as cool as Finnish. That is the superior language. But we can't help what we speak. I mean, we can learn another language, but I'm just gonna say that so I feel better, because I'm too lazy. What's up, Nick? I sometimes speak English words in German because I think that it's a German word, and my friends are so confused before. That's great. Time to get ready for class. Enjoy class, and good luck, buddy. I'm gonna art with you in the background. Okay, let's go. What you working on? Have good luck, Sea Turtle, and Cheerio. I'm the one from the YouTube. You mentioned during the VOD that someone could use the recordings during the workday, and I was like, that's me. You also mentioned the editing. I personally like the chatting and intersped throughout. Me too. It adds a layer of body double value, if it makes sense. Hey, I'm just happy you like it. And thank you. Thank you for that comment too. It was one of the first things I saw while setting up stream this morning. I always go there like to get the jazz lo-fi, or some lo-fi, and gentle rain. And I saw the little notification, and it always makes me nervous. I don't know why I'm like always expecting the worst, but it was very pleasant to see that. So thank you very much for that, and also thank you for the sub. Yeah, made my morning a little bit better, buddy. So thank you. And for the song, one hand here, one hand here. Thank you. German is cool. I used to live in Germany, and I love the language. I feel like I'd be fine visiting Germany. Realistically, living there probably wouldn't be too bad either. But yeah, I think I'd like to spend significant time in Finland. It's been like a, because of the metal, because of music. It's one of those things that like I just got obsessed with as a teen, or like a young teen, and it's stuck with me ever since. And it just seems like such a cool place. I know that it has its own problems and all that, and but yeah, like how Japan is for some people, I guess. Finland's like that for me. It's like metal mecca, melodic metal mecca. Let's go. And then also like for very obvious reasons, living or spending an extremely long time in France would be nice. I've gone from being the French hater to a casual French enjoyer. And they taste so good. German is cool. Oh wait, I already read that. I use tofu to body double sometimes. It's like someone's just hanging out while I do my thing. Yeah, I'm flattered. That's cool. That's neat. It never occurred to me it could really be like that, but yeah, I like it. Neat. Too fruity. OCs of mine. Where one is in denial, and one had an existential crisis about it. Fair. Well, I hope the art goes well. I hope you have, at the very least, I hope you have fun. Trying to make the blush less intense because I overdid it. Listen, I'm not even there yet with art. Horrible. Can I request a theme like letting you go, moving on, bittersweet? Sure, I'll type in bittersweet. Let's see what that pulls up. If you're familiar with an author called Mifa13, they write something like that. I'm not. I just find random ones on Reddit. Let's see. This one, you know what? This seems nice. It has Sundari speaker in there, which, if I recall, that's what some allegations are at times. No sound effects, which is great. Reconciliation, comforting, enemies to friends, and bittersweet. So I think we're gonna do this one. It's titled "Your Bully Comforts You." after catching you crying. I'm gonna tag you once I'm finished. Please do. Always down to see what people are working on. Okay. See, I'm usually doing art or something while hanging out on stream. It's nice. Good. It makes me happy that you guys like chill out and do something creative too. Obviously, well, not obviously, but one of my favorite things to do. One of my mods here, Eloise, is also a god tier, top tier artist. She does amazing work. And what we'll do on Tuesdays, which is today, so we actually have it planned later on. I've been trying to reclaim my time back with people, but she's my little artist companion. Sue may or may not have inspired tons of songs, and but like she's one person that I can create with, and it's such a great feeling. I don't know, it's rare. It's why I don't do music streams really anymore, unless it's just like doing improv or jamming, you know what I mean? But like as far as like music writing, it's just it's very pleasant with her. She's like my all-time favorite person to create with. She'll do art, and I'll usually like write black metal or death metal, sometimes something else, but mostly that. And it's so great. Have a sip of coffee, and we will do this ASMR script for Fuji. Thank you again, buddy. So I'm going to read author's note and context and all that, and setting, and then the script starts. So, we also need to check up how they. For those who have been hurt and deserve some closure or comfort, feel free to make small adjustments or changes that feel more natural to you. Please give credit and let me know if you use it. Monetization is okay. So I'm not gonna, comment on a 3-year-old post to say that I used it, but we will give them credit. Their name on Reddit is Here and Nowhere Beyond, all one word. And we're using their script today. The context is the school bully has been picking on you for months, until one day they find you crying behind school. As both sides open up, perhaps an unlikely connection will start to form. Setting is behind school. Dad's not gonna like it when he sees my math score today. And just like when I thought I could prove to him that I'm getting more responsible. Wait. Hey, it's you. Dum-dum. Why are you sitting like that? Get out of my sight. You're acting homeless for attention. You. Hey. Are you crying? Wait. Don't hide it from me. You can't be for real, right? You were actually crying? No. I'm not gonna go away. Look, what I said at lunch about your hair, I know it was quite harsh. I guess I'm sorry, okay? Look, I'm sorry. I don't think your hairstyle is actually that bad. The other guys are there, and it was just so easy to make fun of you. And I actually think your hair is kind of nice, so... What? You're not crying because of me? Why didn't you say something earlier, you idiot? I almost felt bad for... That's besides the point. So, what happened? I know you hate my face, but I'm not gonna tease you this time. Seriously. What happened? Why do I care? What makes you think that I care? You're just someone in my class. And now that I see you, I feel responsible to do something about it. It's your fault for sitting here in the first place. It's not like I care or anything, you know? Just tell me already. They said that about you. That's actually so mean. I'm so sorry. People nowadays really just spitting out total lies. There's no way that that's what they use to describe you. And they did what? Now that's just cruel. That is literally a new form of evil. I know I make fun of people, but I will never stoop that low. Not even to you. I know it probably won't mean a lot coming from me, but you're not the things that people say about you. They're just shallow. They're probably projecting their insecurities onto you, and it's unfortunate that you're the one being bashed on for no reason. I never knew you had it so rough. If I did, then I probably wouldn't have. You know what? Never mind. It's too late now. But really, don't let what they say get to your head. Fight back or something. Yeah, easier said than done, huh? It's hard to deal with these idiotic people when the burdens of school and social pressures are already more than enough to handle. I know that all too well. But you're still stupid for not standing up for yourself. Seriously? There. Feel better now. Seeing you with that kind of face really irritates me, you know? Here. Wipe your tears with this and stop sulking. Just keep the handkerchief. No need to thank me. Hey, don't smile like that. Are you being serious right now? I'm not being nice to you. Don't get any wrong ideas. It has your tears. Why would I want it back? But, wow, your hair is actually really soft. I feel quite bad for saying it looks ugly now. Hopefully, running my fingers through them like this makes you feel better. My mom used to do that for me when I cried as a kid. Why am I telling you that? And to you, of all people. You see, your influence, your wimpiness is quite contagious. I really dislike that cheeky little face of yours, dum-dum. The stuff they say about your appearance, there's nothing wrong with your body, alright? Or your height or size. There's much more to you than that anyway. Don't let those labels define who you are. You're crazy smart and capable in school, and it totally disgusts me that you're so much better than I am. Why do you have to be so perfect? Hey, I'm dumb. I never thought I would say this, but I am really sorry for everything. The mean remarks I give you every day. I don't actually mean those things. It's me. I'm the dumb one. I let my emotions get the better of me. Ever since you came to the school, you ruined everything for me. You took my position as the first in class and became the teacher's favorite. But the reality is you didn't ruin anything. You deserve those positions. I see you study hard in the library after school every day, and it totally annoys me that things aren't working out for you. I saw you made it to the sports team too. Congrats on that, by the way. But yeah, I didn't make it. I've always thought you're so perfect, you know? Yeah, I have more friends than you, but I had to constantly please them and try to act a certain way in front of them. But you could act authentically towards your small group of friends. I don't have that privilege. Seeing you so happy, it always angered me, and I've been realizing recently that my actions are totally unjustified. I'm sorry. You don't need to forgive me, but you deserve to know. I really had no idea that you were going through all of that bullying, and I only added to that pain. I don't want to hurt you anymore. In reality, I actually look up to you, aspire to be like you. You're really strong. You know that? At school, you smile through everything, even though people are spewing nasty comments your way or treating you so horribly. Yet you don't give in. That's very strong and mature of you. Alright. That's enough. I've said too much. You've stopped crying, so I better get going now. This is just my good deed of the day. Never speak of this again, or I'll... Hey. What are you doing? Let go. Why are you holding my hand? I said let go. Stay here with you? Look, I don't have time for... You... You want to be my friend? Why? After all I've done to you, and you still want to be my friend? I don't have a role to play anymore. But I am this. I am a bully. A bad person. That's who I am. You really believe I could change? No one's really believed in me before. I can't make any promises, though. I still find your face annoying. That is a fact. Hey. Thank you. I'll do my best. From now on, let's be friends. Deal? Okay. Alright. I'll walk you home, dum-dum. I don't think you'd want other people to see you in that condition, face all puffed up and red. You owe me though. Alright? 1 mil this weekend. Together. Yes. Okay, let's go then. The end. Yeah. Boom. Bada boom. Let me scroll up to the comments. I'm gonna tag you. Yes. Finding people to create with is the best. It really is, and it's such a like. It's fine to find like people to hang with, but like making a connection that's purely based on creating is unique to me, and something I haven't really experienced before. It was cool. It was really neat. As someone who cries a lot, especially about hair. Oh no, Stilly. I have textured hair that I've abused a long time. Dying and vivids. I feel you. Yeah. That was me for a time. Yeah. If only real high school bullies were this nice. It was me. Kind of. I mean, like, not exactly. I wasn't necessarily a bully, but I was a little shit. It's my own fault to take better care of it now. Yeah, I mean, I would, but... yeah. Also... Nyahoy. Welcome in, Nork. Or Ben. Eben. Keeben. There's this one Tofu RP audio that I've listened to multiple times. Mm-hmm. And it's still so cute. Maybe you should put it up on Ko-Fi. Tofu, if it's not already up there. Which one is it? I don't know. I used to dye my hair hot pink. I had a really dark brown hair back then. Took a lot of bleach. I didn't like. Good thing you're taking care of it now. Yeah, I had, last time I dyed my hair, it was like a very pale pink. I loved it. It looked nice. But yeah, not great. The plot twist, they're going to be friends. You called it. Yes, you did. Also, welcome in, MV. MVuki. Are they available on other sites? It's just Ko-Fi. Yeah. Also, again, I do need to work on the processing of it. It sounds good here, but I think it's a little bit different. I was kind of experimenting between like, or was unsure for a while if I wanted to offer like the binaural audio or if it was better mono. And from feedback, it was both. People prefer different things. You're still a little shit, yeah, but less so. I'm a well-adjusted little shit. Hey-o me. Annie! What's up, buddy? How have you been? How have you been living? How's life been treating you? How's that beard? Is it still braided? How's the gym been going? It's very nice to see you. Ben is fine. I don't know if I already said that. I'll try to remember. It should work. Although butchering your name is pretty cool. It's amazing that you still sound good with so much reading and coffee. Thanks. They're fun to do. I need to really sit down and find more and record them. I like writing them, but I just like don't use my time as wisely as I could. I don't want to be like working all the time. I really, a very important thing to me is like ensuring that I have time to spend with people and also time to relax. So I'm still trying to find like a nice balance between, you know, working hard and relaxing. And I've gotten a bit lazy and I keep yo-yoing so hard. It is something. If I sent it to you, Yumi, it was probably one of the membership Ko-Fi audios, I would imagine. Like, I don't mind giving credit to people that write the ASMR scripts. They obviously deserve it. It's their work. But some of these people are, like, some of the asks are a little bit wild or, like, a little bit strict for, you know, I just want to avoid any future issues. So I want to write my own, is what it comes down to. But I need to I need to set aside time for it, and then I need to record it. And sometimes, like, I don't know, it always seems like I'll get inspired to do that whenever I have a lot of voice work coming in. And I'm like, that's like, well, it's something I want to do. It's not something that I'm like, it's just a lot going on at once. I need to like schedule my life, which I kind of have done. Do I have a fixed schedule? Yes. This is like the only thing in my life that I am roughly scheduling out and actually abiding by. Yes, 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, EST. Sometimes I'm a little late. We say around 9 a.m. You can expect me around, sometimes earlier, sometimes a little bit late. But that's when I'm generally here. Yeah. My hair is like bark brown naturally, so I'll bleach it for the vivids. And I just do money pieces and highlights of color now. They don't re-bleach. There. My hair, I think it was a lot cooler when I was younger, right? Excuse me. Because at like 16, 17, I started going like white on the sides. So my hair is like just naturally dirty blonde. But the sides of them are like white. And it started to come down to the beard now, which I guess lightly makes sense with the age, but I feel like it should be hitting, later on, but I can't help it, it is what it is. But, yeah, I've been thinking about, like, growing my hair out to, like, the picture that you saw, stilly. I think it looks nice at that length. I definitely look like, I look a lot more softer and cuter when I have my hair grown out instead of, like, shaved. So I'm thinking of, like, maybe keep it at that length or, like, I just don't like going to the barber. I don't like paying for haircuts. And, like, I try to do it myself and I mess it up. But I just, like, if I could just keep the sides and back trimmed up, it would be nice. I used to, like, have long hair when I was growing up. Not, like, super long. But I always liked it longer. But it's just so much work to maintain. And then in the summers, like, it sticks to you and it just sucks. I don't like it. I love how it looks. I don't like having it. I don't like owning it. Everything's been rolling fine. Uni started, so getting busy with life. How about you, my dude? How you doing? Not bad. Mental ups and downs as usual. That's just a part of my life, which, it is what it is. Currently, things are going great. I've been keeping up with exercise still. Nothing extreme. I think I'm accepting that I don't need to, like, try to do bodybuilder stuff or, like, do anything wild. I just need a base level of everyday fitness that I can do with relative ease to be minorly healthy. So I've been doing that, and shoulder, neck, feeling great. Always going to praise the mace bell. Love it. It's the most gimmicky exercise equipment, but it's so much fun. I love it. But yeah, I can't complain. Things are going great. Things are going really good. I just swallowed wrong. Your brain worked. Yes, you have a yummy little brain. Yummy. Try to make it this opposite time zone, but it works, I think. Yeah, I always maintain, like, it's nice to see my regulars, to see my friends. It's always a good thing. But like what's up with Annie? Life happens. You have things that you got to take care of, and you can't make every stream, and that's life, and that's okay. You come whenever you're ready. You come whenever you can, when you feel like it, and that's perfect. The Witcher? Yeah, kind of, I guess. But it's not all white. It's literally just like mainly the sides. But as I've gotten older, obviously, it's kind of it's starting to spread. Bum bum. I cut my own for a long time. Fair. I mean, I just suck at it. I can't do it. You can't do it either. So we're kind of at the point of just shaving. Tofu looks good with any hair. I press X to down and I'm mashing it, but you know what? Like, there's been enough friends and kind and loving people in my life to tell me that like I look okay. So I believe that now. I can, we'll reduce it to like a middle ground. It's great. It's perfect. I'm just I'm flattered that someone thinks that I look decent. Yeah, that's enough for me. Is this something your partner can help you with? We've tried it before, Sea Turtle, and I ended up having to shave my head. We've also tried it with the beard, because she likes when I have like a very not shaped beard, but like a certain amount of stubble in places. Like to give you an idea, like my beard line isn't like I can't do a full beard. The part where you would like grow a goatee, like the part around like the cheek mouth area, it kind of like isn't there. So like I have if you know who Tamaraya is from Slayer, like that kind of like long landing strip soul patch thing, the areas surrounding that up to like the bottom of my lips, it's just like hairless, which, if you keep things trimmed up and looking great, it looks very intentional, it looks very nice. But I'm lazy, and like I think I look great, like like the beard stash, if you're familiar. I think that's peak on me. I think it's peak on me, not letting it get too big, but like a good beard stash where it kind of just covers the mustache, covers the top lip, but my little lady, but my Sue, my little French wench, my not a fan. She loves my little kitty cat lips. So my thin little kitty cat lips. So I keep it shaved or trimmed down for her. But yeah. Point being, I tried to get Eggy to help with the facial hair because I just suck at that, and I ended up having to be a clean shaven boy. F. Stream time is perfect for me. I get out of my classes an hour before. Yeah. I'm so happy to Ayumi that with the message that I sent you this morning or last night, that we can have that time together too. So that's really cool. That's really cool. I've been catcalled enough to accept that I'm at least met. Listen, I mean, like, yeah, when I was younger, absolutely, especially working in a grocery store, weird things happen too, and which aren't so flattering, but yeah, that's fair, that's valid. Yeah. Tofu, the follicle hasn't updated itself. Oh, that's weird. It should automatically do it. It's odd that it didn't. Thank you for pointing it out. I don't know how to fix it. Hopefully it'll fix itself on tomorrow. We'll see. But thank you for giving me the heads up. Very much appreciated. Off topic, are we ever going to have more expensive redeems? Annie. And for anyone else here too, if you spend time here and you enjoy what we do here, I'm always open to, I can't think of the word, suggestions. I know that you're talking about, probably the VIP thing, which it may eventually happen, but I don't know. I'm leaning more towards accepting that now because we have people like you. We have people like Stilly. We have people that come in and hang out. So like, yeah, the VIP thing, it makes sense. The more time that I have that I've been letting it set. But if there are any more suggestions that you want, either high cost or low cost, it really doesn't matter. Always feel free to throw them out. The worst I'll say is no. Right? We'd be in the same exact place where we are right now. Yeah, bro. Absolutely, silly. Absolutely. I think you're pretty cool. I enjoy my time with you. I enjoy talking to you. You're pretty cool. You're pretty cool. Um, anything that's more expensive than the ones we have now. I'm like realistically in time, I'm sure like we're going to come up with some silly ideas. Like one of the sub goals, and it was talked about on a previous stream, is the hairball thing that I jokingly do. We will make that very extremely limited, maybe once a stream. For I don't know the cost, I haven't thought about it. But if we hit that, then we'll have like a redeem like that, right? So I'm sure the more we talk and hang out, just we're gonna cook some silly ideas. But yeah, so yeah, just anytime you're here, you have an idea, throw it in. If you want to save your points though, that's definitely up to you. I like with the VIP thing, I'm more open to it. I don't think I'm there yet. I think it might not be ever be a thing, and that's okay too. You know you're valued. You know you're here. I know you're here. That's what matters. That's what matters. It is always nice to have the title and recognition though. Not the hairball? Yeah. You can also have the paper thing that you did on the mics. Sure. So I have the last time it was redeemed by Simp, I think. I have the wrinkled paper that's already like pre-crinkled. So what we will do is crinkle it up more. And how I did that to Yumi was like ripping it into like little strands and brushing it on the mic. So we'll crinkle it, we'll rip it, and then I'll briefly do that with the mic. It's probably going to interfere with the tracking a little bit. So if you see me get all wonky, that's what that is. Then I'll go get coffee. Let me drink the last bit of this one. It's gotten cold, but it's like, you know, the one coffee that's okay cold. Sometimes. As long as you're comfortable, yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the hairball? I did listen to coffee. It's I don't know where I'm going to place it at, but it is going to be a sub goal when we inevitably do that sometime. Time for Zumi Tofu? I hope not. Actually, let me mute really quick. I'll just move the mic down a little bit so I'm not having to like hold my arms up and be minorly uncomfortable. I'll still talk. You should still be able to hear me. Give me one moment. Okay, you're down here now. No zoomies. I have to have a London font just so when you're done with papering? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Are you going to open a Whisper Redeem? I could. I don't think my whispering is great, but if you guys want it, I'm open to it. That's like, I'm not a huge trigger guy, which is ironic. But something like that, it's easy enough to do. While we're down in a hole? What does that mean? What's this hole you speak of? Don't say so. No holes for me, please. Low-key, a point order, especially for ASMR streams. Well, I guess that means you get what you want whenever you want it. I have a London Vlog. It's a drink. Is it just like a type of tea? Or is it like stuff mixed in it? What makes it a London Vlog? My wants aren't the vibe here. You could suggest it. Maybe we can, like the Kiss Redeem is a way to kind of make that work, but in a way that's comfy. You know what I mean? So if there's something like a little weird that you like, or that you want, like you can always suggest it. I'm not going to think worse of you. The worst I'll say is no, or try to find a way to meet you in the middle. That's what friendship is. Friendship is a series of compromises, right? Okay, now I can do the thing you So, say so. All I said was whole. Why does it have to be not say so? I'm in the ground. Because it sounds like it. Oh, yeah? Listen, help is on the way. It's gonna be fine. That's the thing, though. I usually don't have a preference, so I never spend points. Fair enough. Earl Grey with a splash of milk. I like almond for it. French vanilla and caramel syrup? That sounds yummy. Oh, I didn't even realize that you said early grey. Also, sorry to stop being the yummy. Eloise. My cheesy Eloise. Cheesy Eloise. We were just talking about you. I was talking about how I was looking forward to making music with you today. Or even if we game, just spending time with you. Everyone, round of applause for Eloise. Please. She's a very, very cool lady, very cool girl. And yeah, she deserves attention and praise. So please, get her warmly. I'm the same. Or just too lost in listening that I forget the points most of the time. Fair. Can I tag you on the half-finished project? Maybe a third finished? Yeah, feel free. I'm always down to see cool art. And like, there's so much that goes into it that I didn't realize, and I still don't realize. I've only dabbled in it, but geez, that's... For now, both are perfect. Agreed. Listen, you know I've been on a Path of Exile kick. I'm down to... Oh my god, what if we both did minion builds? What if we both did minion builds? That would be so... chaotic. Oh my god. More tofu music? I doubt I'll finish it. I have like some things that I've been working on that I just haven't come back to. I probably won't. Yeah. But maybe. Generally, if I get with Eloise, usually there'll be like a half song written. I can, if you want Stilly, here in the Discord server, the tofu one, I can post it there, whether I finished it or not. It really just depends. Sometimes I can't write, even with the god tier inspiration that Eloise provides. Passively, I am. When's the other model getting finished? I'm not sure. Let me move the mic back up and just muting it very quickly. The model will get finished whenever it gets finished. There's no rush on it, and I don't want like Yumi to feel stressed or like there's an urgent need for it. There's no pressure for it. It's gonna get done whenever it gets done. Yeah. No, but I rested my eyes. I'm happy that you at least relaxed, lady. And I love you so much. You asked for a clap for Eloise, so I obliged. Good girl. Good girl. My perfect little girl. Perfect little Sue. Especially after yesterday. Can you try close whispers from ear to ear? No, absolutely not. I don't think I can. I definitely didn't accidentally do that. Why? Do you like it? Is it your thing? Finish bulking? Ayo? I don't know why I'm thinking of like eating a ton of calories. Cause we're in bulk mode. We're dirty bulking. Oh. I've gained like, okay, realistically, I've gained some weight. But I think I'm just gonna call it dirty bulking. Yeah. The exercise I'm doing is minimal, although I am lifting more than I have in my life. So yeah, that means I'm dirty bulking, right? That's the phrase we can use. I think it is. I think it is. I'm great. I'm great. I barely slept more, but I managed. Mm-hmm. She did. And she's downplaying it. She did really good. She did very good. My little Sue's the best. The smartest. Cutest. Anyway. So, I don't think I'll read this story. But I'm just like, I happened to look at the screen. And what I saw was Daddy's Company. Oof. Big oof. Yeah. What a name. That's not the story title. It was just like somewhere in the story. And it kind of does make me want to read it. Because like, I don't think it's, never mind. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get coffee. Because I think I need a cough. And I think my voice is getting unvoiced. So I'm going to pour coffee on it. Never water. Never honey. Never the thing that voice actors are supposed to do. Because I do what I want to do. Which is drink coffee and liquor. And which way do I mean that? I'll let you decide as I run away for a moment. Okay, alright, I'm back. Yes, enjoy the lurk, Eloise. Speaking of voice acting, Tofu is a cozier version. Oh my god. Jesus. I don't do that anymore. Wink walk. Wink walk. Don't ask me what I'm doing tomorrow. Ho ho ho. But you could, yeah. I could. I do for maybe occasionally something special. In theory. Alright, so I was wondering, I might want to do a fan art of you at some point in the distant future. Is that cool? Absolutely, yeah. I'm very please. Also, is doing it for the current model fine? Or is it better to wait for the other one? They're gonna look similar. The only difference is just the outfit pretty much. And like some minor details, but like the vibe and look, hair, is gonna be similar. It may be a pre-made model, but it is pretty customizable. So, yeah, it's gonna look pretty similar. What am I doing tomorrow? I'm thinking to phrase this. I promised someone something very, very special. And, that should bring a smile to both mouths. Wink, wonk. Please tell me you follow me with the really bad joke. Please, please. I think you might be involved. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. One goal to reveal the new model design? Sure. Okay, yeah. I don't have Discord open, Yumi, but could you please throw that in my locker? Random question. Does the cat on your shoulder have a name? It does not. Currently, in this current iteration of me, cat represents you. Cat represents chat. You guys are here with me? Or if you choose to believe I'm talking to you, then you can, yeah, whatever works. But yeah, in my mind, cat's you guys. But with the new model, instead of a cat, it will be a stoat, which represents my very, very lovely, beautiful, talented, amazing Sue. The little Sue there. She's always got my back. And she rests on me. I rest on her. But I'm gonna stop. You didn't come here to see unlimited doting on a very, very pretty lady. So, cat being chat is very cute. Agreed. And I know whenever we get the new model, I do want to have a new background. There's like a lot of really cool animated ones, but it seems last I talked with Yumi, who again does a lot for the channel. She helps me, keeps me in line with streaming, gives so many ideas, and not in a weird way, but helps manage me and manage the channel as well. She does a lot, but I'm losing my train. Oh yeah, so at some point we were looking at models and stuff. Not models, but backgrounds, animated backgrounds. And I found like a handful that I really liked, and she's a very talented artist as well. I would dare say God tier. And instantly, that's AI. Oh, that one's AI too. And I think most, if not all of them, were AI. So I really have to find something that looks cool and is what I want. She has thrown some suggestions, but it's not quite up my alley. But hopefully, like with a new model, we'll have a new background. And I had thought about taking like a white cat, or like this, if I can find one that's like this cat, that's like animated in some way, and just kind of like blending it into the background. So we have that together still. Have I thought a little bit too much about stuff? Maybe, but it's worth it. Will I remember and actually implement it? Probably not, because I suck. But yeah, I like the vibe that we have now. I like everything being minimal and not having, like a lot to distract the eye, right? Because to me, it makes me feel like it's just you and us, me and you and I, all those variations, right? I like that. I know like there's a lot of stuff that will have like I'm more so thinking like Reddit stories, which is essentially what we do here. Some channels in the past that I would watch, there would just be so much like gameplay stuff going on, and at one point they split it between like gameplay and the narrator, and it was just too much visually. It kept your eyes entertained, but sometimes you would just kind of get lost in looking at what was going on. And I don't know. I like things to be minimalistic here and relaxed. Anyway, God, I ramble. I'm always here for doting on a pretty lady. Fair, yeah, me too. But I'll keep most of it. Yeah. That is what I come for. Fair, silly. Fair. Manager 1 is great. She is indeed. Wait, what if we get the little animated people at the bottom of the screen for people in chat, but as cats? It's a good idea, but it's also one of those things of, because I think it's one of those things that some of them are things that people can interact with, which is like great for, you know, inspiring that level of what do you call it? Not integration, but you know what I mean. And interacting. I can't think of the word. Engagement. But like, I don't know. It's not me. It's a good idea, but it's not me. I like things to yeah, be genuine. And I don't want to do engagement farming or any of that stuff. That's not really my thing. I get how it is entertaining for people though. Posted intact. I'll check it out after stream, buddy. Sometimes I fear I push tofu too much and too harsh. No. Sometimes it's literally the kick in the ass that I need to get started on days where I'm like pretty depressed and don't feel like doing anything. And I think we're in a good spot with that too, because like you suggest a lot of things, and we've talked about this too, where it's just in my nature. I'm stubborn and I become like a little defensive, not in like a negative way, but then like you actually take the time to explain why you think something would be a good idea or why it should be considered. You never, you know, force or do anything like that, which is great. And most of the time, I feel like probably above 90% of the time, I'm like, yeah, this is a good idea. And also the point of this too is like, you know, I do things my way on Asnova, and by my way I mean no social media, no outside engagement, no real what do you call it, like shout outs or, you know, letting people know that I'm streaming. I just kind of do what I want when I want, because that's how I am. That's just me. But doing this channel too is about providing like the comfy vibes, the cozy atmosphere, and yeah, doing things in a way that I wouldn't necessarily do with help, with reaching out and then realizing that I need somebody like that by my side, somebody like that has my back, and you were gracious enough to help me. So no, I don't feel like you push me too much or too harsh. I think you have good ideas, and you stand by them, and that's good. I'm very, very thankful for you. I'll say it every stream if I have to. I want you to feel it. The minimal vibes are nice for ASMR streams like this. That's why, like, too, when looking for an animated background, I want something that's like has something very light going on, like steam coming out of like a freshly poured cup of coffee, or some like very light animations. Sometimes like even light animations are a little bit over the top, or there's too much particle effects floating around that catches the eye too much. You know what I mean? So if I end up changing the background, I really want it to be something that I can keep long term. Yeah, I found like when I stream with Nova for gaming, the vibe there, the scene setup there between both host club and the gaming part, that's really neat. I absolutely love it. I don't see it changing. Like the gaming one is very much like Persona 5 coded, and I love it. That's you have your blues and your like red, purples, pinks, and it just the vibe and the look of everything there is very cool to me. It takes a lot of work to get that stuff set up, and I don't want to change it, and it just looks great. And I realistically want that here. I want even more so here, actually, because it's very important to me that while I'm not a schedule person, I maintain the schedule, so you know when to expect me. That things are familiar and cozy. That there's not like a lot of random streams where I'm doing like just a bunch of stuff. I want things to be predictable and not dull, but I want you to come here because you know I'm going to be reading to you, that we're going to be chatting, that we're going to be hanging out. And I know today's a little bit chattier, but we've been over that. We've been over that. But yeah, I want a place that's familiar to people, that's cozy, and just a nice little resting spot. That's important to me. Yeah, I'm rambling already. I don't even know what I was going on about. So I gotta go. Feeling my energy drained. Fair. I feel you. We'll get some sleep and have fun too. I have no ideas how things work in the streamer world. I don't want to be part of the streamer world. I don't want to play, quote in quotes, the game, with like the social media stuff, which is something that there's a point to it, right? There's a lot of work that goes into it, and I don't like it. I will never really post as Nova or do anything like that. And that comes with its own downside too. Also, Shuri, I don't know if you're still here. I just saw the stretch. Let me do that. But like, there's like a lot of social media stuff that I think people fall into because, like, you know, you're promoting yourself, and for me, like, I will do that because Yumi suggested, and because, like, yeah, with people like Cheerio here who's done art that they want to share, that's good. That type of, like, there's like a lot of encouragement, I believe, to again in quotes, play the game, which means not forging fake relationships or being fake, but like interacting with stuff that you would like people's art, or like weighing in on VTuber drama, which is the stupidest shit in the fucking world to me. I get people like the entertainment side of it and all that. I hate it. I can't stand it. And most of the time it's I don't know. We're not gonna weigh in on it. But there's just like that side of things that I don't like. I very much prefer to be like genuine and isolated and myself. That's the easiest way to live. Don't entertain drama, and don't start shit. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, there's just like that side of stuff that's not for me. Let's see. It's very comfy here. I'm happy that you're enjoying it, Fuji. That's good. I'm happy that you that's my number one goal. But very happy that you're having fun. I love doing this. It's great. I read Feet. We don't talk about feet. Are you pointing at the feet or at Ayumi running? It's unclear, but I support it either way. My tattoo artist posted a spooky flash, and my skin yearns for the needle. Listen stilly. I hate getting tattoos. They suck, they're painful, but they look so great. I have so many. I want to finish up my sleeve, and I have like a few more that I know I absolutely want, but they're so expensive. I don't have that money. And even if I did, it would be spent on other things, mostly audio gear, because yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that. Thank you for that, Batisla. Appreciate you. I love a shiny tofu. I'm glad. I don't get it, but I'm thankful. Spitting truth. Hey, yo. The drama throws me off so much. I want to keep myself out of those posts. That's like a huge reason I got off of Twitter. The AI stuff, like, obviously didn't help. But just like, you know, because I did try that stuff initially as with the gaming channel. But yeah, man, like, even if you don't want to interact with it, you see it constantly, and it's just like, it's poisonous, man. It's irritating, and even though you want to be removed from it and stay out of it, much like politics for me personally, if you go on sites, like, and I'm speaking like up for Reddit, you see tons of stuff on there, right? like, you end up hearing about stuff that you don't care about, that you don't want to think about or be involved in, and it's just easier for me to be removed from it. Like, that's why I got off of Twitter, and why on Blue Sky, like, I don't do what I, in quotes, should do, which is, like, you know, seek out art that I think is cool, or, like, interact with other VTubers, and, you know, be social in that way, and, like, do the whole thing where, like, you make a connection, which isn't very, like, it's not that it's not a real connection, but it's a connection based on you have a lot of viewers, and I'm a streamer, so the friendship is based on, you know, joining your community for a small amount of time in order to take advantage of, what do you call it? Like, climbing the ladder is essentially what it is. I don't like that. That's stupid. No. Get out of here. It's, I don't know, it's such a weird thing, but I guess it comes with the territory of streaming. Yeah. Isolated world. I like the sound of it. Yeah, it's maybe it's not the healthiest thing at times, but in the way that I'm and that I do it, I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy. The less drama, the better. I am rapidly becoming too old for internet drama. Yes, you get it. Yes, it's fun to, like, you know, see stuff sometimes, I guess, depending on what it is. But yeah, I would agree. Tattoos feel so funny. Tickle and make my skin numb. I want more. I want more, but I hate the process of getting them. It's not very fun for me. What mics are you using? Actually, I'm using the first mic that I got, which is a Blue Yeti X or Pro WoW edition. Simply because I do have a. Let me organize my thoughts for tracking. Having, like, the setup without, like, mic stands and not having the room to really have two mic stands that I can adjust and all that stuff. I had, like, a boom mic with my Ep.44 Pure, and then, like, a desk mic, I guess, or a desk stand that would fall over, so I had to place, like, a soda bottle on it, and that's a CAD 200 SX, something like that. It's a little bit too dark sounding, for me, for my voice. I thought the velvetyness of it would make it more beautiful, but no. I think something with a higher end boost, like a very mild higher end boost, like that's the Ep.44 Pure, does suit me quite well. I think I need that high end for clarity, otherwise I sound too muddy. Even with taking out, like, some mid sounds. I gotta learn how to mix or find, like, my frequency for low ends. I'm so bad at audio engineering. But yeah, right now it's just a Blue Yeti. On Throne, though, I do have a 3DO. I've heard good things about it, and I am really interested in, like, exploring two omnidirectional mics, especially for that price. I'm sure you do voice acting as well, or even if you stream, you know how expensive mics can be. And yeah, there's some audio stuff up on there that I do want to get for, obviously 3DO for stream eventually, but also a new audio interface, because what I'm using now is, it's bad. It's a CAD interface that was like $100, and it's got a short in it, and yeah, not great. But I do want to move up to getting the Scarlet, which was also in there. But I'm not gonna promote it or push that. It's not the time. It is the time for it. But what about consider that it? Yeah, get it. Finally, someone who doesn't like politics around me, just like me. Listen, like, I used to be really into it, but not really into it. I was a casual enjoyer. But honestly, I'm so easily baited, and propaganda works, because that's what propaganda does. Good propaganda, I guess. And yeah, life is easier just, unfortunately, I guess, focusing on the people around me, focusing on myself, and building my own little world, my own little life. That's what's important to me. That's what makes me happy. Nyahoy. Nyahoy. What's up, Katan? I hope your day is going amazingly. It is. It's a very enjoyable day. I got, like, adequate sleep. It was a weird night. Not weird, but, like, just because, like, I just couldn't sleep. And then I was like, I'm going to stay up and wait for somebody. Yeah. But today's going so much better than I thought. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope your day's going good. And daily coffee, let's have that sip together. 1, 2, 3. It's crazy. Your audio sounds so good with just the Yeti. Very clear. So I do have VSTs active. I can just for fun, I show you how I sound without them, and I don't know how it's going to sound with the Blue Yeti. But essentially what I have is I'm a voice actor. I read scripts for a living. I generally narrate a lot of different things on YouTube, some very indie games. Pretty much do anything. And so I did have to learn a little bit about audio engineering so I could make my own chains. And I'm not great at it, but I'm good enough to make YouTube content. And yeah, so I've made my own for stream. I use Waves plugins just because, like, I think it's pretty much the only way that I know of that you can use, like, non-OBS tools, I guess, or, having to get, like, a actual physical thing to do mixing and stuff. But yeah, this is, like, one of the most beneficial things about it, and one of the tools I use from them is my laptop is, like, literally right in front of me, and with the model with Windows open, like, it makes a lot of noise. So one of the tools is the noise remover, but you can, like, have an adjustable slider that focuses on ambient sound to prioritize that, or voice to prioritize that. And that's probably one of the most beneficial tools that I have, just for, like, overall quality. I'm going to turn it off really quick. Let me turn the sound off, so it's just me and you, no music. I use the music because it's nice. It makes a vibe, right? But also, if you listen very closely, you can hear maybe a little bit of fan sound. I'm going to be quiet. Actually, you might not be able to hear it. It's coming in at -60 to -55. So be quiet again so you can see if you can hear it. And now I'm going to take it off. So not incredibly loud because I'm not running something very high gain, and that's part of the reason too. But whenever it's off, it comes in at like -45, -40. So with this on, it pretty much eliminates it. I don't think it affects my voice too much when I turn it off and talk really quick. I think it does impact it in minor ways, maybe, but that's also the thing with any noise suppression you do, it's usually going to fuck with your voice somehow. With this one, it still does. But to me, to my ear, which is, again, underdeveloped, I'm not an audio engineer, it's fairly minimal. But just to, be silly, I guess, or just to show you how I sound without any engineering. Because, a lot of that is just about finding nice frequencies that do you favors, and that take away, like, some nasaliness that's in everyone's voice. And, like, making S sounds be less harsh, and different little things you can do with compression to, like, make things just be better. So it's very much doctored in that way. And I'm going to take it off and talk, but it's also very much my voice. Like, this is how I sound normally in everyday life, I guess. And also what we rely on too a lot is, like, proximity effect and the gain stuff. So if I if I get close Rada, rada, rada. I could talk a little bit quieter. I talk a little bit deeper. As opposed to like, here's how it would sound if I were to back away a little bit. But yeah, with the filters, it sounds more podcasty. Yeah, it sounds more not manufactured in like a negative way, but to more professional sound. Because like with one of the things I didn't understand about voice acting early on was that like you, as an independent, like a freelance voice actor, it's expected, like you're sending a raw audio, at least on my end, from my experience, you don't do that. You don't send raw audio unless they express that they want to edit it themselves. It's kind of expected that you deliver a packaged product. So that's why I learned the little bit that I have. So essentially, I can walk you through without like, I can't really show you, but I can tell you what we have here. Also, Crow, I'm sorry, but hi. I didn't mean to. I'm just chatting away. I didn't mean to gloss over you. It's nice to see you here, buddy. You working? And let me get that sip too. And the sip with you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. Not intentionally ignoring you. It's very clear with and without. I think this one sounds better. Because what we have done is like, boosted certain things. I have the first thing in my chain is a noise suppression, which does again focus on removing ambient sound. That's why I don't like focus on triggers. I don't really enjoy doing them too much. I have the option there for redeems because I know that people enjoy them, and it deserves to exist. It deserves to be enjoyed. The paper one with the noise suppression does work pretty well, and with this mic too, things do work well. For example, cork probably does not. It doesn't get picked up the same way, at least to my ears. I don't know how it sounds on your end. So the things that have like a deeper tone seem to like kind of get cut. Whereas like if I turn it off, let's see how it sounds if I turn it off. So again, like with it on, and then with it off. It should be a pretty clear difference. It's a kind of subtle sound. So like that's the downside of having that processing on is there are some like triggers that kind of get lost in it. You know what I mean? So that's one reason I don't really do triggers. And if I do them, it has to be ones that I've like minorly tested. Like one I need to remove if I haven't already is like the beard scratchy ones. You can hear it at some point if we take it off. I imagine there's a difference. Maybe not. Maybe that's just one that's not great without having higher gain. Yeah. Let's see. Welcome back. And nya, 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 nika, nika, ni. Thanks for that, buddy. I prefer script reading too and chatting, but viewers prefer triggers, so gotta find a balance. I understand. And that's also what I want to avoid. I don't want to find a balance. I want to find my version of balance, which is putting cooldowns on the triggers that I have, and letting people, like, if that's what they want to spend their points on, like honoring it, respecting it, giving an appropriate amount of time to it. But that's not fun for me. And if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. I don't want this to be a job. I want it to be a job. I don't want it to feel like a job. You know what I mean? I think it's, yeah, for me, that's what works. But I do understand and respect that, like, you know, people expect and want something from you. And your job, to an extent, also it depends on your goals and how you feel as a streamer, is to provide that. You want people to stick around and you want them to feel relaxed and enjoy things. It's the same here. to an extent, but it's just not the way that I want to provide. Maybe I'm selfish. Maybe I'm shellfish. I'm going to give you an analogy. Yeah. That's correct, Yumi. I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this, and I'm getting to talk about things I know very little about, and you're learning, and I'm like sharing really bad, not professional knowledge. But anyway, back to the chain. We have two things back to back, right? So I'm actually running two things of compression. I'm running two channel strips called Shep's Omni Channel, and it's a very, very cool tool. I did discover something with it that is likely a skill issue. So I don't actually have any noise gate or expander on, which normally I would. For the audio that I do, that I record, I have an expander on, just to kind of cut out, like, the breathing sounds that you get when you record. They still get picked up, but they're toned down. For some reason, let me open up the appropriate one. We discovered this together on stream. But whenever I turn the gate on, if it's still the same, my audio becomes a little bit more crunchy. It could be a user error for how I set it up. But yeah, so we've actually discovered that having it turned off, it's turned off now, is better. It's better suited for things. But what you have with this tool, and the reason I use it, it's got a preamp, it's got the noise gate and expander, it's got a de-esser, an EQ, and then the compressor. So what we have is what we're mainly using here is the preamp to cut down some of the the low end, to make it not being rumbly. Having a deep voice is what people seem to enjoy when they come here. But too much of a good thing is bad. That's also something that we did some very light editing to our sound, and it was too rumbly. It was in a bad way that it was too bassy. And Stilly pointed it out, actually. I needed some help with it, because I was just trying new things. Needed some feedback. But we do have a tool there meant to taper off the extremely low things. Do you remember the VTuber thing I think it was VTuber thing that was going around, where you talk and see where your voice registers at? I forget what the exact number was, but my voice gets picked up. I want to think it was either in the high 40s, at my lowest, or 50s, maybe around 60. It was somewhere that was pretty deep. Again, trying to do the deepest actual talking tone that I can do. High gain, very relaxed throat and stuff. So I'm cutting out most things that are below that, and yeah. So that's what we're doing with the preamp. Our de-esser we've listened to. I just took the settings that I use for regular audio. I don't know if you can hear a difference. Especially here's where you can be really tell what a de-esser does. So the word difference. I have two different frequencies that are being not taken out, but adjusted. Each of them, anytime I make an S sound, it's going to be taken out by -6 decibels. So I want to say difference. I'm going to put emphasis on this. Difference. Without it, difference. Difference. With it, difference. You should be able to tell at least a minor adjustment there. So it kind of just rolls off the harshness of certain sounds that just come with speaking. And then our EQ is a mixture of really emphasizing higher end and mid highs because of the deep voice. And so with this, I think I have the first chain open. I don't know, but everything is about elevating things. And and maybe I feel like I have a good mix. Because you don't want to alter too much. So there's like a lot of like mids and high mids and certain like, overall frequencies, or like we've used like a parametric EQ to like kind of hone in and like kind of shape the area that we want to like elevate frequencies in. And a lot of that is like, if you ever want to make your own, really just, you'll hear like things that don't sound great, or like, I'm really bad particularly in finding the things that do sound great. So realistically, I just kind of like, I was like, I think this sounds cool. I don't know if it actually is, or if it's like harmful, but at the end of the day, like people seem to like what I do and like the way that I sound on stream and in real life. So I think I'm doing something okay, maybe not great, and I would love to pay like a professional audio engineer to really help me do what I can't. But yeah, so like with this settings, with what I have here, we're like really emphasizing mids and certain high frequencies. I think we have one specifically. Let me see what frequency that is. So like around like an airy sound, which I think is around 12K. It's like 10K, something in there. We have that kind of pushed up a bit using a parametric EQ. And then the last thing that we have is a compressor. And so the one that I'm looking at now is like a slower one. So it's not going to remove a lot. This one's really like, I think we're on the second thing. I mentioned having 2 compressors running, which was a tricky thing to set up. Because if you go too aggressive with it, it sounds like it. And maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe I have gone too aggressive with it, but I don't think I have. But the secondary one that we have there is kind of like, right now I'm looking at the first one. And just to walk you through like the EQ aspect of what I have currently. With the preamp, we have thump turned on, 4 decibels of thump for bass. And then we have like just kind of cutting out some of the low end frequencies. It might be overkill. It probably is to have that stuff. But and with the EQ on this one, we're again emphasizing certain frequencies. I don't know what this one's called, but like the high end has a bounciness as well as the low end. I don't know what to call that one. Again, I am not an audio engineer at all. And then we have like some mid nasally frequencies, really toned down, maybe a little bit too aggressive. I'm not sure. I'm going to take them off. We're going to reintroduce some of the frequencies that I've cut. And again, it's mainly mid. So this is me with them off. There should be like, I don't think I probably sound too nasally, but there should be a difference that you hear. And I'm going to go ahead and turn them on right now. So it's really just like, imagine like an ice cream scoop, right? Every voice has, especially male voices, have a nasally frequency. Some things that just don't sound good. And it really doesn't get picked up in person. But through audio like this, it does. So what we're doing is just scooping that out. There's a bit of static when it's off. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. Maybe like, maybe it's, actually let me see something. I'm going to be quiet and see. Maybe it's picking up like the fan a bit more. Okay, yeah. It could be actually, maybe partially, because of the fan. It's not coming in extremely loud. But it is coming in about 5 decibels more, which weird. I thought it would have been a higher pitch frequency, but I guess there's something in it that's being removed that is good that I didn't intend to do. That's good news. But yeah, for mids, like certain frequencies, like where you don't want to go too heavy-handed with it, and I feel like maybe I have. I'm not sure. But yeah, I know one of them is one where there's like a lot of room reverb, and that we have scooped out just enough, I believe. Anyway, and the first compressor that we're running is one titled Soft, which we have pretty aggressive, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe it's not really that aggressive. But yeah, it's pretty much whenever I talk like at this normal speaking volume, or actually, if I get like this close, it's taking out -3. Yeah. So this is how it sounds like when it's off, and this is how it sounds like when it's on. I assume it sounds better when it's on. But yeah, we have like two compressors running. This one, which is like pretty much instant and harsh, and then the other one that is like more like in the background, to kind of, I don't know, like it has a very cool sound profile that I really like. It adds like, it's warm, has a warm sound. So this is me talking with it on, and this is me talking with it off. I don't know if you notice a difference. I know that generally using the OPT like tends to do, I'm turning it back on, favors for my voice. It's cool. I like it. Anyway, and then the last thing I have is just like reverb, because I thought a slight amount of reverb sounds really cool with this. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not for everyone, but I like it, so I'm going to keep it. Let's see. Let me scroll up and read what you guys have said. I'm sorry, I ranted really, really, really hard. It was fun to talk about. I really like when Sue is, so educational, thank you. Yes, I'm happy. I really like when Sue is reading a story and Tofu does some small triggers once in a while. Oh, you and me. We have to talk about it a little bit more, Sue and I. Well, we are cooking up something where that could be more of a thing. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much on it, just in case I don't know where we're going to end up with it. Happy that you guys are learning something. Again, like, don't take it to heart. I am not an audio engineer at all. I've just like learned a little bit through trial and error and necessity. So, yeah. It's better than the long one if you enjoy your work. Hard agree. Hard agree. It's okay, we're all buddies here. Yeah. I'm going to start streaming after I heal from surgery, and I'm not doing it as work or wanting something from someone. I'm just doing it because I know it's something that's going to make me happy and feel good. Not only because I'm connecting with people, but doing something I'll be enjoying. I hope it goes smoothly for you. I was in a subreddit recently, where like, and I'm not saying that like this is you. The point of what I'm going to say, I'm going to try not to be long-winded with it, is to be realistic. It's kind of disheartening whenever you probably have your favorite streamers, and like you see like moments like this where we're all chatting and having a great time, and it's something you want for yourself too, and you should. It's great. It's a really good time. But then you start streaming, and the only people in your chat are bots, or if you're a VTuber, somebody trying to scam you or sell you their art. It gets disheartening. So keep that, I guess, in mind, and keep doing it. That's the biggest thing. For the long time, like for the gaming channel, I didn't have anyone there. It wasn't until I met the person who made the model for the gaming channel, Yushiko, that I started like actually having someone to talk to and interact with. And it took a long time, and it was it was disheartening. But if you're doing it because like you want to have fun with it, and it's something you think you enjoy, that's the biggest reason to definitely start and to do things. It's so many times, especially on the VTuber subreddit, you have people who have spent months or like hundreds of dollars on like model and like making everything look professional and great. And they'll post things on there like, no one showed up to my debut. And like they have unrealistic expectations. And it's I imagine it's pretty horrible to try that hard and spend that much money into something that you're literally passionate about, but you don't have anyone there because you weren't being realistic. Even with like social media campaigns to like the debut VTubers, that whole side of things. Like, I don't know. It's a thing. I guess what I'm saying is like, do it because you like it, and don't expect anything from it. Not in a negative way, but just like, yeah, do it because it's fun, because you enjoy whatever you're going to be streaming. You'll eventually get a friend or two, and that's all you need, and it's lovely. My closest friends I've met through streaming, and most of them are streamers as well. It's really fun. It's really rewarding, and I don't mean to like discourage you if it's coming across like that. Ran over. I said I was going to be short-winded. I was not. I'm happy you're starting streaming because it makes you happy. Yes, that's really. That was the PR version of what I was trying to say. Essentially, doing it for fun seems like a good place to start. Hard agree. I usually don't notice things, but I'm glad I did get to help at least once. Yeah. Listen, it saved me. Also, Stilly, I think you, I don't know if it's later on, but like I glanced at the comment section. I think you mentioned starting streaming. Maybe I just saw the purple color and mistook it for you. But like specifically for you, if you need help, like setting up audio stuff, even just using OBS tools or things like that, reach out. I'm definitely down to help you. You're a very sweet person. Tofu, if you like yapping about stuff you enjoy, never feel like you need to say sorry. This is very interesting, and I like how I can hear from your voice that you're enjoying this. I'm glad. Agreed, this is really interesting. I'm glad. Also, Quentin, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for the daily coffee. I have a little bit left, so let's have this up together. 1, 2, 3. I was also always really curious, too, if he was using a different than normal voice for when he streams than when he's talking. More so like when I'm reading, or like, you know, if I'm trying to be like, you know, like, yeah, for that, yeah. But you've heard my natural voice, my speaking voice, in the Discord when I was playing Monster Hunter and you were playing Goat Simulator. Like, I don't have any VSTs running in Discord, so you're gonna get how I sound. I think it's a good mix. Still comes out as natural, not too compressed. Great. Compression's a weird thing that I like. Sometimes think I understand, and then other times I'm like, oh, I don't get this at all. I'm winging it, buddy. My husband wants me to stream. That's the comment I saw. So I may need to know these things too. Very noticeable. Static. Yeah. You like when I get close like this? Why? You like the second sound profile? It's the reverb that pulled me in the stream. Yeah, cool. Yeah, what gave me the idea, I forget the streamer's name. It was somebody that I think it was Irina VT, that when I was doing like the host club stuff under what is now the gaming channel, they popped in and fangirled, and we started chatting a little bit, and they were really fun. They were a really interesting person to speak to for a short time. So they stream like singing and stuff, and also ASMR. But they were doing an ASMR stream, and I was coming to like check them out and support them. And they had accidentally left the reverb on, but it sounded really nice. So I was like, hey, I love it. I love the reverb. And they're like, oh no, I was doing a singing stream. I didn't even think about that. But it like sounds to me that would be annoying. Or not annoying to like listen to, but like personally for me, that would be annoying. It's like a fan going. They had like, you know, not like a laptop fan, but an actual fan. But it did like provide, especially with the reverb, like it kind of, I don't know, like softened it or made it more pleasing too, in addition to the voice. So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And I've been sitting on it for a while, but I wanted it to be like not heavy-handed reverb. I think what I have set up now is okay. I might need to tweak it in time. It's very fun to listen to you talk about it. I'm glad. And I'm happy that you love the rant, little lady. I predicted him apologizing. Yes. It was very self-indulgent. I'm always looking for ways to improve audio quality. Same. But I'm also lazy and have like so many tools that I need to experiment with that I haven't. And what backs the statement is like listening to or not listening to, well, yeah, like testing out the thing. Hey, oh, whoa, oh, I need to scroll. Thank you guys very, very much. Yeah, I need to experiment more with the tools I have, because that's how I found the noise suppression thing I was talking about with the voice to like ambient sound. You don't have to apologize for rambling about something you enjoy. Listen, I enjoy a lot of things, and many things I should not speak about here, so that is a partially true statement. Streaming is kind of like journaling for me, at least just the chatting part, talking about my thoughts. Fair. It's enjoyable. I love it, and like, this is never what I really intended for, but I love where I'm at, and I wouldn't change it. It's great. I actually ended up watching streams because my manager was talking about the lack of interaction he gets, so I started coming into streams when he came back to work. Oh, that's so sweet, Stilly. And Fuji, let's have that coffee, buddy. 1, 2, 3. I started watching streams the first time I moved abroad. It was a great way to find community when I was alone in a new place. That's a good idea. I like that too. Mine started with like, I never got watching streamers or got why people would watch streams, and which is ironic, right? But I stumbled upon Manly Badass Hero. Then it was great, and I just like watched one of those videos and was, oh, this is really funny. And then I think, I don't even think it registered that I was like, that he was a streamer, even though I thought it was, or a Let's Player, which makes no sense. But Aggie, I think, lightly made fun of me for it, and then she got drawn in too. And so like every release we pretty much watch on YouTube. It's, yeah, and anyway, yeah. I started watching. Wait, I already read that. You're literally so sweet. I don't know if it'll ever be a thing because I'm very shy and chaotic with planning ahead. Well, you know, if you have any questions or you need any help, I got you. I'm down. And thank you so much for the stretch. Let me do that now. Because I'm traumatized and have daddy issues. Listen, if only we would have met when I was a lewd little host, it would have been so much fun. You don't need to be a professional to stream. Just be your chaos is fun. Just be you. Chaos is fun. Agreed. Hard agree. Yeah. And I'll be there to. I don't watch a lot of streams, but I will be there to support you when I can be. The same with Kuma. I really actually I wanted to like watch Kuma just from a point of like it's somebody that I enjoy, especially like the banter that we have in the Yumi's chats. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy what they do, but they very much, they just started, very much have a vibe, and already like have their thing, if it makes sense. I love it. They're really cool, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be similar with you. You're terrified of your associates finding me? Definitely don't mention it at work then. And deny. Yeah. But if you need any help, I got you. Like, I could tell you where to. Etsy is really a great thing, especially if you want to be a VTuber. Just for any assets, and you'll spend for everything probably under $60. You know, it's a really good way to get into VTubing too. That's where this model's from. This model was like $20 on Etsy, and if you go to the About Me section, you can check out the person who did it and the exact same model. And it comes with so many different customizations. Things have really gotten great for like the entry point of VTubing. There's also Vroid if you want to be a 3D person. You can really customize your model, especially if you're an artist. And you can use things like Warudo and VC Face. It's a really cool thing. And specifically, I know VC Face. I don't know the other ones. Also VNeon. It's made by a Finnish developer. We love our Finns. We support all of Finland. But yeah, like if you want like less computer strain, you can always go with VC Face, and like you can have the body not be tracked, and you can really like reduce the computer strain to like, I think on this one it was as low as like 5 to 10%, whereas like Live 2D just kills my stuff. I can't really stream games, like any modern games. Subnautica, like with everything on low, and my model stresses this laptop out. It works, but yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds will never be a stream I could do with a model, even probably with maybe with a capture card. Like if I capture card the model, you know. Anyway, point being, I'm here to help. All you need to do is ask. I got you. And thank you, Stelly. Thank you for the Prime subscription. And I don't remember if I thanked Fuji, but thank you as well, Fuji. So we'll do Fuji first. One hand here, and the other here. Thank you so much. It's very appreciated. You've been nothing but sweet. And Stelly. Here. And here. And thank you. Thank you. You guys are great. And I think that was one of the few hype trains we've had, which is very cool. Haha. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. Love to be part of the community? Let's go. I said I couldn't give Tofu the daily coffee. You still can. I'm still live. You can do it at any point. Any point you wish. You can only see this. I think I came here because I was living that midday loneliness vibe, being home alone, and Tofu welcomed me in. And he happened to fall into place, and you know, not gonna let you go easily. I'll let you go. You're free to leave, but please don't. I really enjoy your company. Just be cake? What? Do you want to eat me so? Hey, yo? Ludos? What? Yeah, so like it took me a while, Fuji, to figure out what I wanted from ASMR. So I did dabble in like some lewd audio stuff. There's some stuff on Twitter under my gaming channel's name that really blew up and solidified that this is gonna be a fun thing. And so I offered it through Ko-Fi, but another like, don't know if maybe SusTuber, I don't know if they really did lewd stuff, who does not stream anymore, kind of reached out and was like, you know, maybe some of the stuff that you're uploading you should take down. I had a friend that was banned for that, and they lost like their entire stuff. So I ended up taking it down from Ko-Fi. I was uploading it up there, And then we just kind of like pivoted to more like being a sus tuber with like the option to visit the Ko-Fi. And, you know, if you wanted like loot ASMR, I think it was something we offered. We also did like, I think this is still active and I'm still open to it. But like, everything on that was like host club themed. And, so it was really just like a mixture of what we're doing now, but with me making like silly sus jokes and having like pretty sus pushing the line redeems, I guess. Which was enjoyable, which was fun. But the longer that I did ASMR, because I was still like fairly new, what I really enjoyed out of it, and even like the loot stuff, was like it made people feel wanted, valued, and appreciated. It made them feel nice, even the degrading, I'm sure, in some way. But that's really what I valued most out of it. So after like I started dating Sue, and I didn't want to like cross any lines too with that. I wanted both to like, you know, to listen to myself and make sure that she was also held uncomfortable. And to be clear, that's not the reason that I've stopped. It was, yeah, just a mixture of taking things with Aggie and her seriously, and also like discovering that I can give, you know, not the same type of care, but what I've valued from what that brought me, that type of ASMR. I can still give that, but in a very, you know, say so and calm manner. So if you ever check me out on the gaming channel, I'm going to be like, you know, my uninhibited self. I'm going to be making really silly jokes that are probably saucy and, you know, just being silly. And here it's like very much about being comfy cozy. It's not a character that I play. It's very much me. But it's raining like, you know, that side of like, you know, sus jokes and, you know, things in poor taste. Like scaling that back a little bit. And just focusing on doing what brought me joy from, you know, the time that I got out of ASMR, which is just providing a level of care. And this is also like a much more passive way of doing it, right? Just reading. Like it's very low energy. It doesn't demand a lot. And a big thing, you don't meet weirdos. And I mean that in like the best way possible. I'm a weird guy, and I like meeting weird people with interesting personalities and interests. I love it. But like some weird things happened with somebody. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but that also like factored into it a tiny bit. Anyway, again, I'm rambling. I know I missed out. Yeah, it's fine though. They already follow me because they were also in the streams. There, I see. Well, you can always start a new channel. You can have multiple channels. I have to go to bed now. I'm sorry I didn't get to tell you good night, but good night. And I hope you sleep well. The auto engineering talk was genuinely very interesting. I'm happy you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're sleeping well. And that's so nice to see you guys wishing them good night. Yay. That's exactly the environment I wanna foster. Even with Sprout 2, you hear me? I think it's the tracking, because I'm using like the NVIDIA tracking, and I think that just takes a lot from, you know, the GPU, or I don't know. It's also a laptop, right? I have to go to dinner too. Thank you for stream. You're very welcome, Sue, even though you're not here anymore and didn't hear the sweet stuff I said about you, but that's okay. I can rest and relax. Great. That makes me happy. Wait, I can use the fun emojis now. Yeah. We can thank you, me for that. You're very welcome, Bucci. Very welcome. Sorry, I'm so so behind. I'm trying to catch up. Just wait for your subathon. What does that mean, Naomi? Go make dinner too? Okay, Eloise. Have fun. Have a good dinner. And I'll see you in a couple hours. I'll go eat, chill out, and make music with you. Even though you're gone, I'm still talking to you. Oh. Hope your meal is satisfying. Agreed. Oh my god, it's still an error. I want to give tofu coffee. Oh, listen, it's 1 point. So here, I don't know if it's been redeemed yet, but let's have that sip together, okay? 1, 2, 3. And it was such a good sip that it killed me. Great. Oh god, I'm just not to be resurrected. This is me now. We'll run with it. We'll run with it. There. Oh god, it fixed itself. Ooh. Might be your browser. Fair. It was chaotic. Oh, I assume you're talking about Host Club. It was something. It was fun. Did it for the 3rd time. Still error. F. Thank you, Simp. As much as I talk about wanting that content, I truly don't want you to do work that you don't enjoy. Oh, I still enjoy it. And I'm like, I do miss it to an extent. Like, to be very fair. But, yeah. This just feels better and is more sustainable long term. It's like there would be points where I'm like really looking forward to it. And also, listen, it gave me the perfect reason there was a drinking redeem. And again, as I would say then, we abide by TOS. I know what I can handle. And we drink responsibly. But it just gave me a reason to drink as well. And to like be the little gooner that I may or may not be. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. And it almost feels weird asking someone I feel as a friend to do stuff like that. I'm smut my books. That's fair too. But like, there were people, like, there's like a line to an extent between like, like somebody like Ayumi and Isla and Eloise and Sue, that I'm like, talk to, I don't know how to phrase this. There's like the fun aspect of it, right? And the things that like can make you feel something and that you enjoy, that you can experience without crossing that threshold. If that makes sense, even as like a chatter, like if we're not super close, right? Like in a personal life, in a personal way, like you can still feel like somebody's a friend and appreciate that side of stuff, without it being weird. Maybe it's more me. I don't know. It's a half-formed thought, but I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate that too. Just to be clear, joke's on you. I'm a weirdo. Yeah, I mean, but you're a good weirdo. Is that weird? Did you close the... Oh, even with pure say so, there will be weirdos. I don't doubt it. But I guess what I'm saying, like, so far, and obviously, I'm not a huge streamer. Don't want to be a huge streamer. I think that's like probably where you just have that influx of people, where if there's more chance to have weirdos, I guess. But even with being small, both here and on the other channel, I feel like, let's see, I guess like both streams have the potential for parasocial stuff. And I think like from my understanding of it, again, emphasis on my understanding of it, like there's a difference there to me. And this is just from my experience as a obviously very small streamer. With the loot stuff, it encourages a different form of parasocialism, especially with the coding of host club, where that is expected and embraced. It was important to me to not encourage it in that way that you would do it in a host club, and to like have that barrier to an extent. But it just encourages like a different kind of thing. Whereas like I feel for the most part, would tend to be lighter in this context, if that makes sense. I understand I'm probably being vague. I don't know. Yeah, the point being, there's weirdos everywhere, but yeah, just things got not great at one point. Seems like the daily coffee's not working. Hey, at least the other stuff works. That's not a big deal. And you and me, let's have that sip together. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. A daily coffee for Simp Boy. Nice. And welcome back, Captain Sea Turtle. Class got pause for a fire drill. Those are always fun. Nothing like breaking up your day with fire. Or a drill. Don't drill the fire though. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Even though you're gone, I'm still talking to you. It sounds like it could be a line from a movie. Yeah, right? Her spirit still haunts me. Let's hope it's not a horror movie. Agreed. Kick-ass stretch. Thank you, Katana. I get where you're coming from. If it was something my husband was comfortable with, I'm a much more affectionate friend. I feel that too. But on the flip side of it as well, while I'm like comfortable with being affectionate with people that are extremely close to me, I do acknowledge that I don't want that from my partners. It is selfish. And like, honestly, like if it was something that was necessary, like I'm not gonna tell someone what they can or can't do, only how it would make me feel. And so that's why like I tend to draw that line as well. Because I want to respect how they feel, how it affects them. You know? Yeah. Drill the fire? Yeah. Keeping you limber today. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that I did not turn the music back on. Oh my god. My bad. I done goofed. Some more coffee. Thank you, Katana. Thank you. And I die again. We did. Okay. No, my husband's the same way. That's why I have that line as well. It's one of those things that's like, some people could see it as insecure, which to an extent it is, but it's not a bad thing, right? Again, what you were talking about earlier comes down to communication. And yeah, that's what that is. A relationship is full of compromises, and compromises are, to me, a great thing. I like it. It's necessary. It's what makes things happy and healthy. Yeah. It's been coffee with only you two. Sound cozy either way. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I'll respect him. He takes good care of me, and I don't want to do this life with someone else. Hard agree. I love my girls so much. They make me, I'm an okay person. I'm like without them, right? I'm much better than I would have been in the past. If anything, like I might be an alcoholic. I might not watch that. Realistically, it's not great, but it's true. But my girls make me want to be the best version of myself. And they keep me just very happy in so many ways. I get so much love and affection from them, and also, again, from people like Kiyomi and Eloise, and just the people around me that, like, I feel fulfilled. I feel so happy, and it makes being a kinder, softer, and more open person easy. It makes it natural. Before all this, before streaming, like I'd already made like real progress, like just from being around Aggie. changes that, you know, were here to stay. Not in the way that she tried to change me. Always point that out. But just in, like, being with her, it just made me calmer, more rational, more relaxed person. And yeah. My thoughts are everywhere. My thoughts are everywhere. Anyway, they make me be softer and more nice and open, and I like it. I like this version of me. I don't have to be, you know, hard or anything like anything. I don't have to wear a mask. I can be comfortable. I can be myself. I love it so much. You have a great day too, Katana. The reoccurring theme of me is that I'm a very spoiled house cat that works a lot. And listen, yeah, same. I don't work, well, if you consider this work, you know, I don't, even if you do, I don't work a lot. I do and I don't. It's a different kind of work than like the factory kind of work, you know what I mean? But yeah, I am a very, very spoiled and loved boy. I'm not going to continue to talk about it though, but I'm very fortunate and very, very happy. I'm amazing. You're amazing. I'm okay. If I'm amazing, it's because you were in my corner and you pushed me to be a little bit better. I wonder if they know how often we get you just rambling about how much you love them. No, and don't tell them. Okay? They know I love them, but they can't know how much. Right? Wait, so Tofu's a real dad? No? I don't think. Oh God. According to Discord the other day. I'm no, it's, if anything, it's I used to be a daddy to some people. And but now I'm dad. No, I just give care and support. That's that. I'm no longer daddy. I'm dad. Tofu is a tsundere. I don't know. You know, I'm not supposed to be. But I guess some things can't be altered. Oh, because you mentioned girls. My girlfriends, my special people, my partners, my companions. Yeah. There's only room for two. I'm perfectly content. And I'm perfectly happy. Anyway, moving on to I don't know what, but yeah. I guess we can do is we haven't read. We've been chatting so much. Let me see if Eloise has told me what time she wants to meet, because I do need to do that script. Okay, I'm gonna message her very quickly. So we can get a time, so I can see when I need to end, because I'm having a lot of fun. I don't want to end, but I also don't want to start a story and leave you like halfway through. What time do you want to hang? Okay, now we wait. Whoops. I didn't shut it off. My buttons, this phone is so old that the buttons are like all gunky. It's thick. didn't even realize you and Sue were dating for a good while. Yeah, I remember you saying, oh, I'm going to tell Aggie. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Go for it. Go ahead and tell her. Let me know how that goes. You're so cute. Nah, I'm just me, man. The happiness seeps through the screen. I have so much to be happy for. And listen, literally, to think this is all over rolling getting very, very drunk, listening to a Japanese band, hating my life, and then rolling a D20 on a random life decision that could have not worked out. And it's partially working out. But even if I have to go back to work, even have to go back to the shop, I'm very happy with the way that things are, and all the cool things that have happened are gonna stick with me for life. I'm pretty confident in that. I feel like I would go back to the shop as a very different person, which is great. I would probably drink more and maybe start smoking again, but I think those would be the only negative changes. Sorry if I'm overstepping boundaries. No, you're fine. You can feel free to say or ask anything. The only real requirement here is just and realistically, I overstep it too. Especially if I'm reading stories with Sue, which will be us Thursday. It's just that things say relatively calm and as close to so as I randomly deem appropriate depending on the day. That said, there's no super strict things here. Pretty sure I would have just ignored the question if it was too much. Pretty much. Or just been like, not gonna comment on that. And probably say it just like that. If you go back to work, will there still be some streaming still? There will be. It would have to change. But it's one thing that and to be realistic, I don't think I'm going to have to. The situation, there's a thing with conditions and talks that have been had, where it seems like I'll be able to maintain this, but it's also why I need to not become complacent and buckle down and make sure that I'm doing this, which I do enjoy, but also making more efforts to stream on the gaming side of stuff too for that. The biggest thing is and again, that's something I need to do, and Ayumi has also helped so much with it. Focus on growing the voice acting side of stuff, because that's where my rent and shit comes from. I have a few clients that are regulars that keep me afloat, but I need to branch out and keep trying to grow that, which takes work, and I don't like it, and I'm trying to move platforms over to VGen, but yeah, it's gonna go how it'll go. And there's things I can do to definitely make it better. I need to. It's one of those things where I have ideas for it, and Ayumi has backed me so much with it, where I need to implement them and do them. We've recorded things, we've done things, for the shop on there that I need to do, and we have time set aside to work on things, so that'll definitely be to the list. But there's just so many things that I want to do. I keep talking about the YouTube thing, doing recording D&D stories, and I haven't moved much on that, and it's purely on me. I'm recording ASMR for you guys, for the people that are in the Discord, or even for people that just the free stuff on YouTube or Ko-Fi. I need to do that, but I haven't, realistically, and it sucks. So there's things that I can do that I need to buckle down on. But the answer to your question is yes, there would still be streaming. It would be at night. I would be very tired, and I don't know how long it would go for, but it would also be one of those things that between the it would depend on what jobs I have, voice acting wise, and how much time I have after, and everything that I would do in my free time would be fighting and scraping to get back here. But it does look like things are good, that things will work out, even though it's not quite preferred. But Aggie is a very loving and sweet woman, and she enjoys getting like this much time with me. Because before it was literally, even though we worked at the same place, we'd have our lunch together. I would go to the bar after work. She'd scoop me up. We'd go home, and I'd continue to drink. And we'd eat, play games, and sleep. You have like 4 hours at most. You know what I mean? But how things are now, like, when she works like from home, like today, I get to pop out and see her and hang out, and yeah, we just get so much time together now, and yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm ranting. I'm ranting. Not the best rant. Is there an artist invite code for VChan? It's asking if I have one. I think if you want to be an artist, but I think if you want to like be a regular jabroni, then I don't think there is. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. I'm very unfamiliar with the platform. I'll help as much as I can. I know it, Yumi, and I am so thankful for it. I hope that yeah, I don't know. I know like there's so many things that I haven't done, and I think that's why, like, I don't know, I just worry that I don't know. I appreciate you. That's what I'm trying to say. Ugh. Does it do anything to use a code for you? I don't think so. I don't know. I did not need a code. I didn't know if it was a referral thing. Oh, that would be cool. Everybody. And thank you, Fuji. I didn't mean to skip over you. Yeah, I think it will. I think one way or other it's going to work out. And like none of that was meant to like apply pressure to anyone or stress anyone. It was simply to say like in the worst case scenario, yeah, I'm definitely going to stream and I'm definitely going to be back. But I don't think it's going to come to that. I don't think it's going to come to that. I feel pretty confident on it. I love you too, Yumi. I'm happy that you get me and understand me. Would it make this man sweat for the streams? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh God. What is a stream but sweat? Actually, no, it's been very comfortable today. Temperature-wise? Yeah. I'm so happy that it's not feeling like humid and stuffy today. On the one day where I'm not reading a lot. Precise. See if Eloise responded. I'm not sure. Let me see. I don't often raid, but there is someone that as a FinTuber, that I very much enjoy. So I'm going to send you guys there. She's a very talented artist. She doesn't know that I am who I am. But yeah, we're gonna go raid her. I'm gonna grab some food and chill out for a little bit. I invite you, please, to hang out and say hey and enjoy her voice. She's doing art, but she does have a very like comfy, cozy vibe. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here, man. Let me and people, if you have any suggestions for redeems and streams, let us know and we will think about them. Yes, always suggest something, please. Made it back just in time to say goodbye. Goodbye, Captain Sea Turtle. Tofu, yes, please do that message. Or like sticky notes, I always enjoy putting on someone for some reasons. I don't think I'm going to do that here, but we do have it on the gaming channel. So that will be a thing there for sure. You made my day better. Thanks, man. I'm glad. I'll see you guys later. Come at me with those ideas if you have them. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Around there, around 9 a.m. I might be late, I might be early. But yeah. Bye-bye.
Hababa? Hababa! My goodness, Tokuguchi! Welcome, Raiders! I'm Space Fist, I'm a friendly alien beast from outer space here to have adventures, make friends, and learn new skills. And today we are working on Komi-san Emo